Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Dice and Dudes. Today, we're going to do something fucking different. So we weren't able to have a Guns N' Roll session today because we don't have all the players. We are missing Joe, sadly. He will not be able to join us tonight, and especially with what's about to happen, really need our healer to be there, and I don't want somebody Jaegering the character. So we've come up with a very elegant solution in the last minute, and at, 3 o'clock today?
Yeah.
Decided I was going to create a brand new adventure, and we're going to run a one-shot. So this is going to be great. Yeah, I'm super excited. I don't know how this is going to go. Probably not well. Literally the entire adventure is like one page of notes.
He's gonna try and railroad us, and we're just gonna hey, look. Here's the obvious plot hook, and whoosh.
Yeah, I hope that's the fucking case at this point because I have no idea what's gonna happen. I have no idea. But we're gonna try to have some fun. This is not gonna be as serious as our typical D&D. This is gonna be far more off the cuff and far more. Well, you'll see. You'll see. But I want to thank you all very much for joining us. If you do like the content that you see on this channel, we do ask that you like and subscribe unless you use Twitch, and then we ask that you follow and give us all your money, especially that last part. But just kidding. If you really like the channel and you want to support us, we do ask that you subscribe on Twitch. If you have your free Twitch Prime subscription, throw that at us. It's free. You just got to reapply it once a month and you're good to go. But if you really like the content, we really appreciate any money that you guys throw us. We do have a few subscribers on Twitch, and we're going to start doing shout-outs for them. But as I spent the last few hours actually creating this adventure, I haven't had time to do that. We're good?
Yeah.
Do I sound screechy?
No.
Yeah.
Do I sound screechy?
No.
Okay.
We're so sorry.
Sound like a cockroach.
No, we're not.
Well, I mean, it's better than sound like I got a cock in my throat. Like Paul
Or
does.
is it?
It's not in his throat.
It's in his bum.
Oh, okay. That's then why is it affecting this talking? I guess it must be sick. It's like me, the 3 inches of pain.
He's now a meat puppet.
Oh gosh.
We've
We're not
already had
suitable for kids.
As you can tell, we're trying to get the point across that we're not suitable for children. So, if any of Gwen's friends are watching, do the right thing and click off now, and then don't tell your parents that you watched this tonight. But if you're one of Gwen's friends' parents, we've warned you.
Keep watching.
So, if you want your kids to find out about all sorts of strange things tonight,
Don't do it.
keep watching.
Don't
Don't
do
worry,
it.
they're already doing that.
Obviously, we have no sponsors coming to you tonight. This is going to be kind of a vulgar and kind of weird thing. So, this is not going to be brought to you by anybody besides us, and we're going to have a great time with it. So, without further ado, we're going to start. I don't even know what I called this episode. What do I
Fields
call
of
this
Marigold.
episode? Huh?
Fields of Marigold.
Okay. Well, when we come back, starting tonight's episode of the Dyson Dudes, Fields of Marigold. So are we now?
Yes. No,
Right.
hold on. Bend over a little farther. Back up. A little farther. Push.
Like the table or what? Oh, okay. Am I trying to have a baby or shit my
Push back a little bit. Push back a little bit. Push back a little bit. Clench. I'll give you 9 months and then we'll see.
Well, I don't know how to feel about that. Okay. But get into tonight's
We're so sorry.
frivolity. We are careening across the landscape from a hidden little island near or within the Sea of Light to the towers of the city of Uruk that sits along the coast, further down south until we reach the town of Brownwater, the first home of your all's adventures. You want to go ahead and show them that. Here within Brownwater, business is booming. Things are looking up. A ragtag group of, well, vagabonds and roustabouts had come through town and made some wild changes. Saved a bunch of people's lives, though others still perished from the strange illness that was afflicting the town. If anything can be said, it's that no other of that sickness has really happened. With news now of the iron rail actually being constructed from Uruk heading south to Brownwater, it's, for all intents and purposes, put Brownwater on the map, which has kind of blown their whole secret little water source problem. And now quite a few people actually know where the water comes from and why it's always so cold, so crisp, and so delicious. And that seems to be bringing people from all over. Not the least of which will be the 4 jackasses joining us tonight.
That might be an appropriate term.
Awfully strong
Within
word.
the
I'm nice. I'm a nice guy.
within the inn of the oh my god!
Oh my
brain
god, you
is-
forgot.
No. The Mill of Broken Hearts is in Uruk. Sorry, the Mill of Broken Hearts is in Uruk. This is the Welcome Ember Inn.
Welcome, Ember.
I was in the Inn of the Welcome Wench, but no. I didn't put that one in here yet. I should have though. But the Welcome Ember Inn is expanded. There is current construction going on that's adding almost half the size again to the tap room. There was a strange kind of shootout that happened that blew out every window and punctured a bunch of holes through the wall. No one really talks about why that happened, but most of them have been boarded up kind of haphazardly and quickly as more of these overall fixes are being taken care of as things move forward. But it has become the watering hole of not only the new wow, I can't think today. The new visitors and new residents of the city, but it has also become the home of you all. As you all take a break from the very, very hot summer day, behind a tankard of the hard apple cider and some spiced sausage that has been cooked up for lunch. As we look around the tap room, I would like each of you to describe your character, please.
They don't have a vegetarian option.
They
Are
don't.
you a vegetarian?
They don't. You know the Welcome Member Inn. They don't have a vegetarian option.
Oh,
To be fair, they do have a vegetarian option. This is barley soup.
It takes a little while to brew. So,
I'm saving the cows.
that it is.
Okay. So the halfling drinking a pitcher of this, the size that he is, describe him for us.
Kind of rosy cheek, sandy blonde hair, blue eyes, always smiling because he's usually loaded. He's got a tankard hanging off of his belt and a flute kind of stuffed on his back. Looks like crap. His clothes are all, probably crawled under the Ember Inn to sleep last night and then just crawled back upstairs.
You slept under the stairs.
Because under the stairs is free.
I mean,
They're gonna start charging you for
And-
that.
the other halfling sitting across from him.
It looks very similar. Maybe a little bit darker hair. Blue eyes, though, also. Not that you could tell, but obviously they don't look anything like each other. Unless you think all halflings look alike.
You racist piece of shit.
All right.
But, same kind of clothes, but doesn't look quite so much like he slept underneath the stairs. And not quite as loaded. However, also has a tankard of ale.
At a separate table across the way is a dragonborn drinking and
Haven't been drinking.
eating the
Yeah.
sausage. When I say sausage, this is like bratwurst sized sausages, by the way.
Reading a leather-bound book. Currently swathed in robes despite the heat, though he does look a bit on the uncomfortable side. With a gigantic hammer, leaning against the table. Staff. Leaning against the table. Just calmly reading his book. Silver scale, dragonborn.
And I guess across from you would be myself, which is a very tall Loxodon. Normal looking, I guess, I suppose. Wearing robes as well, slightly uncomfortable, with a quarterstaff that is, I guess, the size of a regular staff
Okay.
for other people.
So about 6 foot tall, which is really like almost a walking stick for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's still my quarterstaff. My robes. Also looking at a book and poking at the sausage.
Oh, just to have a bite.
I'm afraid my god will smite me.
Your god might smite you otherwise. With a hungry belly. Sausage.
People might interpret that as wrong. Of you to suggest.
Can I notice the fact that she's not really eating her food?
With how much you've been drinking, go ahead and roll a perception check with just advantage.
Hey, but he shoved the sausage in my mouth.
Well, that's so we've gone straight to advantage.
Hey, someone put sauce on the table.
9.
Oh my god.
We just took advantage.
You're in your cups, almost literally at this point.
That would have been fun. Oh well.
What's it up?
Looking for lunch.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So literally, the dragonborn had to lift up the trunk and then shove the sausage in there.
She got a trunk under her trunk.
You shouldn't stare.
I'm not staring. I pointed at the middle one. 'Cause there's 3.
Wait, she doesn't have 3 of them. Oh, wait. Oh, you're not talking about
Piece
this.
of food in your mouth. Just because you have a trunk doesn't mean someone's not being queasy.
Do you think they have money?
Oh, it was good. I will not eat it all the time.
They pay for the food. You pay for the food, right? Pay for the beer? You drink it quicker before I have to pay for it.
Do you have the notes from our previous expedition? You forgot the notes from our previous expedition. Going through the backpack. The papers. Supposed to take the
The
notes.
only notes I'll ever need.
Yes, but other people need to read our findings.
I can transcribe them later.
You forget things when you transcribe things later.
My mind is like a steel trap.
Is it now? What color are your scales again? Last time you took something green.
Look. Silver.
Those halflings keep staring at us.
So what? We observe people.
You
All the
go
time.
hear the hinges on the typical saloon doors squeak open. Standing there is a figure that is familiar to all. an older gentleman with a handlebar mustache that has been waxed into place to perfection. He has hair that is very well coiffed and oiled. You can tell his eyebrows also glisten as if he has simply messed his hair and then gone to get himself ready. He does wear a rather fine banker-style suit. As he looks around, he catches the eye of obviously the elephant in the room. And immediately strides forward.
You knew it was gonna happen.
As he walks up to your table, he looks at you and says, Retin, correct?
Close.
I'm sorry, how was it again?
Return.
Retin. Retin?
How can I help you? How should we help you?
And,
You're helping us.
Solus. Okay. Solus and Retin. I have these for you, and he hands each of you a rolled piece of parchment with a yellow ribbon tied around it. It is waxed, pressed, and sealed.
I can't take it with my trunk.
You take it with your trunk?
Mm-hmm.
He kind of then begins to look around and sees the halflings and walks forward and, hello, miscreants.
We paid you.
Accurate word.
It is good to see you again.
Yes, good.
I see you are drinking away your money as always.
I'm not drinking away my money. I'm drinking his money.
So much better.
It might be his money. No?
Well, I'd rather not be in your presence very long, but Rasser and Carwin, the brothers degenerate. Here, these are for you. And he hands you the same letters.
Thank you.
And all of you will recognize that this has been your go-between for the various tasks and jobs that you have been currently doing for the Rio family. As he leaves, he opens the door with a flourish, and you see the bartender just kind of shaking his head and still cleaning up a glass and just, goddamn dandies. Wiping down the counter.
Open the letter.
The letter is a handout I would typically give you if I had more time. It is what it
Use
is.
your words.
We will have to use those words, and use them we shall. The letter is signed, the Lady Marigold, and she asks that you all attend to her at her estate just before sundown this evening, which is about an hour.
Well, we have time to kill.
I think that's the most pretentious thing I've ever seen you do.
It's
So, what are y'all gonna do?
I am going to saunter over behind them, preferably unnoticed. See if they have any valuables in sight.
Besides the books they're reading
I'm going to be all
and
distracted.
the quarterstaff that's sitting next to the that's leaning against the table.
No coin purse?
I mean, you guys use notes or coins?
Hmm?
I thought you were.
Yes.
So, so I assume like a leather folded wallet.
Shoved into these robes somewhere.
There you go.
Yeah, like somewhere in here.
There's nothing you can observe, though.
Well, if they're sufficiently distracted, I'm going to try to pick their pocket. One of them.
Which one are you gonna try to pick the pocket?
Yeah, hop up, sit on top of my mug, and start playing my flute.
Roll me a performance check with disadvantage.
I'm always drunk.
Exactly.
You played the same shitty way every time.
Yeah! Double twos.
It's pretty bad, but it very much sounds like a didgeridoo. It's not supposed to. It's really not supposed to sound like that.
They're supposed to sound like that.
And who are you trying to pick the
I
pocket
don't
of?
think so.
You know, the one with the long snout.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand.
She's
check
got a
with
gigantic
disadvantage.
nasal pocket.
Did I roll an insight?
What is your passive perception?
Passive perception would be a 12.
16.
16. As you are going through the pockets, you manage to pull out a small leather-bound book.
I'm going to walk away with it. And stick it into my. Stick it in my.
You do so expertly. As the bartender, don't sit on the.
Well, if it wasn't empty, I wouldn't sit on it.
Don't you all have anywhere else to be?
Not yet.
There's plenty of drink carts outside. Do I have to ban you from my establishment?
Why would you want
nothing
to do
wrong?
that?
Because you're not worth having around.
I'm amusing your patrons. See, I play the flute real pretty.
What can I do for you?
pretty
That
sure that
You're a
is
lot
not
of things,
supposed to
and
sound
music
like
is
that.
not one of them.
Just saying.
But he fills up your cup and hands it back.
Maybe we can get some greens on the way.
Just to have another sausage and eat.
I don't stick anything else in my mouth.
Won't be so willing to receive.
I think there are a
If you don't
couple.
want it, you'll bite down hard.
It's complicated, really.
I can only imagine how the night must go.
Grab my stuff. Okay.
Is it a female Loxodon or a male Loxodon?
Female.
She has handlebars.
Shall we?
Intriguing.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, about how long does it take to get over there?
You guys are on the north side of town. You know the Creel Estate is one of the two big estates, as one of the other ones burned down for some odd reason.
Mysterious.
Under
Cause it.
mysterious circumstances.
Wink,
It is
wink,
one of the only two other real estates within there. This one is on the southwest side of town.
You didn't answer the
Normal.
question. How long does it take to get there?
Well, you know how big Brownwater is. It's not a large place, but the stuff is pretty spread out. As most
15
people did
minutes.
like their it's about a 15-minute walk. Most people like their privacy here, but more and more as you can. I was going to say, is it raining again? As you all walk around, you see more and more. There are where there was the tent city, the Pauper's Estate, or what have you. More and more permanent structures are being built there. More and more permanent structures are being built between other structures that can house, that have enough room between them. Brownwater is growing up, and as you all step out into the street, even with sunset on the way, the city or the town is still a hustle and a bustle. As people are moving around, you see several different teams carrying large slats of wood that have been sent down from Uruk in order to build these larger the cabins and houses and businesses and stuff. The place is a cacophony of human motion.
Well, Kerwin, if we leave now, I could possibly try and scrounge up some money for us to place to stay tonight.
The stairs are warm.
Okay, you can stay in the stairs, and I'll find a place.
That's where I fell down last night. They started moving and swaying and turning.
Okay, you know what?
And then I went thump and crump.
I can find some, maybe some money for you to drink some more.
Oh, I like that plan.
There we go.
Let's go.
All right.
Gonzalez,
And I'm gonna look for
you walk so
a
slow.
marker too
Okay.
to
I shall play my flute when I walk down.
of the higher
Maybe you should
class
slow your
variety.
step.
There is a menagerie of them mixed in with the more common folk. Not as high class as what you would expect in some place like Uruk, within the merchants' quarters there. But there looks to be some new money walking around.
Preferably ones that look like they're ill-gotten money.
No. Are you going to wait till you sober up a bit, or are you trying to do it half drunk?
That's a good question.
Oh wait, you smell like alcohol.
You smell like
I
alcohol.
would have actually had advantage on wisdom perception checks. Anything that involves smell because of the trunk.
But do I smell like alcohol?
But you're in a bar.
The whole
For
bar
other
smells
people.
like
Yeah. And again, it's a passive thing.
Oh, look, that one smells like
The
beer.
advantage would give you a +5.
Since I know that I'm, half drunk, I would hold off unless I found a particularly opportunistic mark.
Okay. And are Solus and Ritem going?
Mm-hmm.
Hurry up! Walk so slow.
What's your speed?
40.
Well, then you're walking slowly. Because Solus has his nose in a book. So actually, he's moving half speed.
Don't
So
make
while
me
it takes
drag
them
you.
15 minutes to get there, it takes you all 20.
Do we at least have any food carts that we're passing by that possibly have vegetables?
Roll a perception check.
What was that one brute?
Well, now you could use scent.
Can you send to find vegetables?
Street corn!
The issue isn't finding the vegetables. The issue is finding the vegetables in the other riot of smells that are happening, like the
17.
Yolkep droppings that litter the streets. And
17.
17? You're pretty tall. So looking around, you can see into quite a few different carts here and there, and you can see that, yes, there is a cart that's filled with looks to be somewhat fresh tubers and carrots.
Hold up. I found tubers and
Right, he's about to step on a Yolcat drop.
carrots. Where are you stepping?
And you don't wear boots, right?
No.
So you like to feel them squeeze.
Oh god.
The Dragonborn has a crush fetish. All right, good to know.
I shall follow the nose.
Ew.
And purchase some tubers.
Stick to the sidewalk.
For a couple of silver, you can get yourselves,
How much
couple of
gold do
days
we
worth.
have?
Huh?
How much money do we have?
How much money do you have?
I don't know. Oh, no, that's the poundage.
Apparently,
Actually, I have 10
15
gold, so okay. So,
Okay.
for like a couple
I
silver.
don't know how that happened.
Sure,
but
for a
it
couple of silver, you could get yourself a couple of days,
Yeah, gold is
maybe
money
2
for me,
days
too.
worth of tubers and carrots for your size of a person.
Put it in my bag. Somewhere. Okay, yeah. Bag,
Okay.
everything is just start snacking.
I'm gonna steal a carrot while she's buying carrots
From the proprietor or her?
from the proprietor.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand check.
7.
As you're reaching up, you just feel a wooden spoon smack you right in the side of the hand.
She's buying. She's buying me a carrot.
I was not buying the drunk little
Hmm.
fellow a carrot. Mr. Miscreant. Is
I-
that what the man called you?
In the commotion, can I steal that carrot?
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Ah, that's a 1.
No, no.
And he is a halfling.
I am a halfling. So that is a 17.
As the commotion is going on and the proprietor is staring daggers down at this little halfling, as the elephant in the room is going, no. You are able to grab one of these carrots. These carrots are big. I mean, you're like, wow, that's a meaty carrot.
Well, I point out the only vegetarian meal at that bar, and you're not even grateful enough to buy me a carrot.
Beer is not a vegetarian meal.
Yes, it is.
It's a beverage.
I had it for lunch, and it's vegetarian.
You can see the effects on the brain. Do you think that's why the didgeridoo sound was coming out of the flute?
That was very avant-garde.
Thank you all the humans for
Entertaining.
following us. We really appreciate the follow. Thank you all the humans.
Oh, thank you.
All the
humans.
humans.
All the humans, not just some.
Most of the humans.
We're followed by all the humans. We've already surpassed
Yes.
everybody.
We are greater than PewDiePie.
We
have
have
done it,
all
guys.
of the
We
humans.
can shut the channel down now. We have peaked.
Back to playing. One carrot?
No.
Let's see if I ever show you the vegetarian dinner again.
Okay.
Take
Mr.
care of my brother-in-law.
I think they've taken care of themselves.
I think so. Can you hurry up?
No.
Thought I was done.
Do I have to, like, drag you?
What's the hurry? We're already leaving early.
I say, I'm the slow one.
Who said that?
I don't know, actually. I thought somebody said that one. You would know if you took
Oh,
the
the
note.
dice, just so you know, the Dice and Dudes logo is like right over my face.
It is!
Right where it belongs.
It
You may want to
is.
turn it off.
Put it on his face.
It's like,
There you go.
Yeah, we like readjusted that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, not well enough.
No.
We've been focusing on the board game stuff and the Kingdom Death stuff. We've been focusing on that.
Be drunkenly distracting whenever he goes to try and pick somebody's pocket.
Okay. So basically, he's providing the help action to you when you're doing that. Okay. Which right now will negate your drunkenness.
Ah.
So after this little kerfuffle, and you all sprinting off ahead of these two slowpokes to head to the Marigold estate or the Creel estate. You've been here once before, and you were not allowed inside. You were actually met at the gate by the gentleman who met you within the welcome ember inn. This time, the guard at the gate sees the two of you and immediately opens the now wrought iron gate that surrounds this property that was not here before.
That's an interesting addition that you have there.
Yeah, people like you are around.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
You do. Inside, wipe your feet.
Go.
Don't wipe your feet inside. Wipe your feet before you go inside.
Does he have a cloak or something on that I can wipe them on?
No, he's literally just like a cowpoke.
So
And his hand is resting on this 6 gun.
you want me to wipe my feet inside?
No, wipe your feet before you. I knew I was gonna have to explain this to you. Wipe your feet before you go inside. I don't care if you wipe it on him, but you wipe your feet off before you go inside. We find mud in there. I'm coming after you two.
I put my foot on the gate and scrape it off on the gate.
Now, wipe them off when you go up there too.
Ah,
There's dirt between here and there.
okay.
Sit on the stairs.
Short little son of a bitch.
Sit on the stairs. Smile at the guard. Pull my boots off. Wipe my feet. Put my boots back on and walk inside.
You see him for a minute, just like pull his gun halfway out of his holster and just not worth it. It's not worth it. Can't kill another halfling.
That will equal a full kill.
That equals one whole murder.
It's one whole murder if I do that.
Oh, I feel like he told me. I don't know why he's mad.
Sorry. For some reason, I can't put the thing on.
you can put the thing on.
There we go. There it is. Okay. So, as the two of you head inside, there is the envoy that came to speak to you all is standing there and gestures at these strange little couches. Like, they would look comfortable if they had a back to them, but they're like squishy benches.
You get drunk and lose the back of your couch?
Yes, it was stolen by sticky-fingered thieves such as yourselves.
My fingers ain't sticky. I wiped them. Same time I wiped my feet.
Don't worry about it.
You all can have a seat there. Lady Marigold will be with you present.
Yes, we should go enjoy the benchbacks that we have at home.
Did you steal his bench backs?
Why would I do such a thing like that?
I don't know. You stole that carrot.
Did not. Don't talk about that.
Don't.
Give me a bite of that carrot.
I'm sure he don't care about carrots. He got lots of carrots.
You did this.
I don't know. It's not me doing it. It's him doing it.
You did.
He's just playing a different
When
game.
the others arrive, I will show you in to see Lady Marigold. Until then, keep your hands in your pockets.
Got it. I will keep my hands
Your
in
hand is
pockets.
raised and not in your pocket.
You want my hands in his pockets?
Yes.
Weird. What about your pockets? Can I put my
Can I
hand
put
in your
my hand in
pocket?
his pocket?
His pocket?
No, slide a hand to put my hand in his pocket.
No.
And then point out the fact that my hand's in a pocket.
You're across the room from him, so no. You have to get up and trot over to him.
I will get up and trot over to him.
And please sit down.
Oh, but how am I supposed to put my hand in a pocket?
Put it in your own pockets. Or your brother's pockets.
That's kind of incestuous.
Ain't no
Don't
pocket.
halflings all about that?
No,
Then why are you so short?
it has nothing to do with that.
Then then put your hands in your pocket, sit on the bench, and contemplate your height.
That won't take very long.
No, it won't.
Is there
Stick
a bar or anything in the room?
No, it's literally just like an open foyer.
Search the couch for loose change.
Anything useful?
You actually find a couple of copper pieces in there.
Hey, hello.
And as he just... Okay.
Start looking around the room.
After a couple of minutes, the two of you will approach, and the guard, when he sees the two of you, he kind of like look lower,
Look down at him.
opens
Yes.
the gate, kind of steps aside, hand like on the pommel of his 6-gun. The Lady Marigold's expecting you. Please wipe your feet before you go inside.
Oh, I'll wipe more than that, Garen. I assure you.
Yes, we do.
A
Like
bouncing orb in his hand. Poof.
Oh,
Everything clean. Here, clean.
Okay.
No,
Oh, thank
magic.
you.
There we go. We're moving on. Walking
We're
straight
very
past him.
clean.
We're completely clean and moving right past him.
And the night shift just started. Oh my god. As he closes the gate behind you, you all make your way up. Opening the door, you see the same silver-haired envoy having a rather strange argument with a pair of halflings that you all saw within the Welcome Member Inn. It can take about a minute per inch, so it won't take you very long.
Oh, good, come sit down. I need someone's pockets to put my hands in. But he told me to.
Have pockets.
Not really. I only have one.
Let us end
Maybe
this
two.
by, now that all parties having arrived, allow me to show you into to the Lady Marigold. I would expect you all to be on your best behavior, as,
How
remember, if she doesn't like you, she can have you killed and get away with it.
I'm little, but how are you going to show me into a lady?
That's called prostitution.
That's going to be a big lady if I can climb inside her.
You're very, very small. And if you're not careful, I will stick you into your brother. He turns around, opens the door, and walks down the hallway.
Definitely won't fit in there.
Oh, then we're both small.
And he drew the short straw because his head going up. All right.
Now, her on the other hand,
Don't come near me like that. I have a vow.
It's like, I'm going to shove your head up his head up your ass, and he drew the short straw because I'm going to shove his head up my ass.
Took a vow.
well, you gotta take that up with him.
Don't
The
think
way
that's
you
what
limit
meant.
yourself is up to you.
I already ate the sausage you shoved in my mouth.
She'll
Do we need to discuss it again?
What was this about the vow that you said you had?
impression of silver hair guy, stick my hand in my pocket and strut in.
You're kind of walking the same way that he does, as he has this long, kind of like almost gazelle-like gait as you
stretch
walk
it out and
down.
walk like
As
it.
he like turns, like looks back to see if y'all are following, and sees you, and just opens the door and steps inside, motions with a bow and says, "The Lady Marigold."
Ah, my lady.
As you all file in, you see a woman who has to be probably seen 50 or so winters, but you'd have to look real close in order to really gauge that, as she is quite beautiful. She has golden hair that almost gives a different reasoning for her name behind it. Though what you expected in a big frilly dress with china all around her and tea ceremonies happening and candles and incense burning isn't what you see. You see a woman in a red leather outfit with a gun belt on her hip, with both of her booted feet upon her desk, and she is currently reading over a ledger as a very tall, scarred orc stands next to her, fidgeting nervously as he chews on his lower lip so much you think it's about to come off in his teeth. As she... I don't really like the look of these numbers, Boris. I'm sorry, miss. But I know we lost a few of the herd, but we'll get them back. Then with all the people coming down, there's a whole lot of people that are just don't know what laws are down here. Well, that definitely sounds like a pitiful excuse, but I know you'll take care of it. Don't let me down now. And she closes the thing and hands it to him, and he just kind of shivers. Oh, yeah, yes, ma'am. Turns around and walks out the door, and everybody roll me a perception check.
On the dice back.
60.
Nope.
16.
15.
9.
The two of you will notice as the orc kind of shoulders past you, there's a tear streaming down his cheeks, and his lower lip is quivering like he's just about to start bawling. As he makes his way out into the hallway, as you hear the front door slam, you just hear.
I'll hold up my
My
handkerchief
goodness.
while he walks by.
Grabs it, but like just kind of suddenly grabs it as he just muscles his way through this place.
Rasser was too busy snooping around.
As you all get into the room, the
That's too
door
busy.
is
Everyone
closed
just described.
behind you, and you hear the lock click. The Lady Marigold then takes her her booted feet off of her desk, kind of picks up, folds her hand on the desktop, and looks at each of you for a very piercing moment. Each of you in turn. At this point, the two of you find yourselves very sober.
I'm still snooping around, very obviously.
Well, I'm sure you're all wondering why you're here.
No, that's a very good question.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
Anything to do with it?
your names have been floated to me by various associates of mine from the good work that you've been doing for the Creel family lately. And, well, you can say you're about to move up in the world as long as you make a very intelligent decision before you leave this room.
Got it. Agree to whatever you ask us to do.
See, I have myself a little problem. And this little problem needs, let's say people that know how to keep their mouth shut, know how to get the job done, and know how not to blabber about it to everyone they meet. Am I in the presence of said individuals?
It's real hard to drink when I'm talking. I like drinking.
Mum's the word.
What conversation?
Well, that's about as intelligent as a response as I think I'm going to get. Well, very good, very good. So, for the paltry sum of 300 notes each, I need you all to do me a favor. I'll wait till you finish your calculus.
Sound
Well,
notes off.
If you wait that long, we will be here all day.
Starts counting his
then-
fingers for him.
No, that one's 6. That one's 6.
I
Well,
thought it was 2.
6 times 5.
there is some land that is about to come under my dominion, and that land is going to be worth quite a bit of money coming up very, very soon. And I sent myself out a surveyor with documents that have this land and rights to it signed over to myself. And well, my surveyor was due back yesterday, and has not arrived. So,
You
I
need
want-
some papers drawn up for you.
if you interrupt me again, I swear to God, I'm going to snatch your little pecker off and shove it down your throat. Now, as I was saying,
That's how you
Covers his pecker in his mouth.
as I was saying, I want you all to head on south out of town and find the envoy. The envoy is going to be heading out to Old Creel Land. Now, I know you all are newcomers around here, but there is the Urqueels. Urqueels, well, they are not as civilized as us Creole folk from the city here. So you may find yourself in a spot of bother, but they are still kin to the Creoles, and they will be afforded the due respect. But I expect you to take these, and she takes like a nice leather-bound folder and sets it down, to get these papers signed in whatever manner those heathens can write find the surveyors, bring them back to me, so I can punish them for being late. Do this, and there's another 100 gold. There's another 100 notes to your name in it for each of you. Now that's 400 for each of you. That's enough to drink yourself to death.
I like the sounds of that.
But remember, I expect a certain amount of obfuscation on your part.
She means that she doesn't want other people to know.
I know she means do my job, like I did with the carrot.
That's the part that worries me.
I'm sure that's a lovely story.
Not really.
But I do need to know that each of you does agree to my terms. And if you don't, you agree not to breathe a word of this outside of this room.
We agree.
Of course, Lady Cream.
And you speak for your drunk friend here?
We agree.
No need.
All right. Well, I expect you to be off no later than tomorrow morning.
I'd like to clarify that he's not my friend, he's my brother.
Well, those aren't mutually exclusive, but it's good to know. Now the Creel will provide you with mounts so that way you may make yourself across the terrain with very little effort. You will surpass the Kessler homestead heading south. You'll find an old trail that is hardly used. You will follow that all the way south. That will take you all the way to Creel Land. When you get to the T intersection, make sure you take it to the right. Any questions? Now, I would offer you in advance, but I'm pretty sure you all would just get too drunk to actually be able to do anything. So, payment will be due upon delivery.
All right.
Okay.
Then, all right. I'll hand this to you, as the two of you look like you're at least a little responsible. You may unlock the door, and you hear the door click, unlock. The door opens. Now, you all have yourselves a fine day, and I will be seeing y'all very soon.
Take up my trunk. In the nose, it's curled around it.
He has a prehensile nose.
That's a big word for you.
It is.
That's a $2 word
Does
right
your
there.
brain hurt a little bit from saying it?
No, just the liquor.
Yeah, mine too.
By the time you guys exit the Creel estate, the sun has finished its makeout session with Horizon and is going to bed for the night.
We should get to our
Kill
lodging.
your carrots.
Yeah. Yep.
Play the flute.
It doesn't work so well when you tell them what we're gonna
They
do.
can hear you.
Lead the way.
And happily steal her carrots.
Throw a tuber at them. Bam! Like that. With the
There you
nose.
go. I stole one for you.
Go suck on that. They make alcohol.
Two more?
No. But if you suck on it hard enough, you can get some alcohol out
I
of
mean,
it.
I could do that, or I could just set up the still and turn it into alcohol.
There you go. There.
Two more.
No. You can buy
I'm
yourself.
gonna go around behind her while he's arguing with her and try and steal two more.
Now that I know he's
Yeah,
doing it.
roll a perception check versus the sleight of hand.
Oh. 20.
Roll high.
That's 17. No, sorry, 7.
So, no, you go for a couple of tubers. Okay.
Oh, I should have rolled 2, but that's a 1. So
I walk
You're
back.
being amused by it. Yeah.
I walk back in front of her and show him, "Don't worry, I got two more for you."
Thanks, brother.
I don't care for them. Can we squash them?
You know, I'm pretty sure you took those from you.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't care for them.
How
We
could
just
you
squash them.
so unjustly accuse
Just
me
stop,
of such
like
a
real
thing?
close where the mud just
Hold on.
blocks on them.
Well, you said you were going to.
And then just stop the foot and just mud.
It was sarcasm.
So just mud.
Hey, you got that clean spot.
I can smell better.
And I grabbed his hand and then just like
Mhm.
pull him towards me.
Yeah.
You know,
At
we're gonna work
Heightened
together.
speed.
Okay.
We're gonna
So
work
you're literally dragging behind
Mhm.
you after
Going
about 30 feet.
What,
Like
35 or
30.
30?
I don't have
I'm
speed.
dragging
Yeah.
him.
Oh, that's at 5th level, right?
like
Yeah.
fifth or something like that.
I think it.
run up behind and start climbing
Yeah.
the float.
Who, his?
Hers,
Well, she can outrun you.
Yeah, 40.
Oh, wait, no,
She's
you're
dragging
32,
She's
right?
dragging me.
35.
35.
But she's dragging him.
That's true. So you're going about 32.
So,
How much
so
do you weigh?
you pick him up like this a lot.
Okay, then.
He'd actually have an easier time picking up you.
Probably. You should do that. Do it.
But he can't outrun me.
Pick up the elephant in the room.
That's never going to get old.
Right. We should get to know each other. We're gonna work together.
Then you'd have to stop drinking.
We only drink when we don't have any work.
Sometimes
No,
we have work.
drinking a lot.
I'm a gainfully employed individual.
No.
Yes, we are.
You're slurring. Just to speak otherwise, given your previous statement.
The last halflings we stumbled across behaved in a very different manner.
Maybe if you didn't stumble on them, they wouldn't behave bad.
Oh no.
She made up for it by letting them use her trunk to the side.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds very, 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 very.
They actually behaved.
I behave. Come on. Go play some dice with us.
No, thank you.
I noticed he cut his statement off. I wonder what he was going to say.
No more sausages. No.
Why you always swipe left, huh?
No. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got the Tinder profiles. It's just a stack of parchment. Just nope, nope.
I'm gonna climb up the dragonborn and
Yeah,
see what he's reading.
What are you reading?
It is a notebook, a handwritten notebook.
It's a romance novel.
Between two dragonborn.
If you
That
could
It's
read,
called Fiery Love.
I will read over his shoulder, very engrossed, like he's hanging onto his cloak.
you can read your comic.
No,
What
I'm gonna stare.
is
What part are
it
you
says go
at?
fuck yourself, Halfling.
Read the book to me.
It's not that kind of book.
I don't know them squiggles. Read it to me.
We should go get a drink and get to know each other since we're going to be doing this.
I don't drink.
Whining and dining. It's unusual.
They're courting you.
No, no, no.
Well, I mean,
He's trying to get to know him. I'm trying to get to know
I'm
you.
just being friendly because we gotta work together.
No, I'm attacked.
really does not do to have one's shoulder read over.
What kind of person
Even
do you
if no
think I
reading
am?
that.
I'm not trying to get to know you like that.
Here,
Disgusting. Storms off.
wait, Rasser, we should show some good faith.
All right, all right. What kind of good faith are you talking about?
Well, since we're friends now, you should give her her book back.
You took my book.
What book?
We found it. It was on the bar floor.
It was, and I didn't realize it was yours. Here you go.
And then go
Ow!
Roll bluff.
put it back.
Oh, you know he's lying.
Steal tubers.
Yeah, well, I didn't see it.
Well, but, you know, we know.
I know he said Blake could go steal the
I
like, he
saw
took those.
nothing.
Basically.
I saw nothing.
I don't know what you thought this was
I
going to
see
be
nothing
worth
but the
to you.
page squid.
Unless you are from a university, and in which case you'd only get value from it if you had tenure.
Is there a library here?
Oh, don't
Small-
even get me started about it. You just can't get rid of them.
Unless you kill them.
Obviously,
It's an option.
obviously, I wasn't looking to steal it from you. I wanted to return it to you.
They're just notes on the civilization that we were studying last.
Ugh. Were they halflings?
No.
They're not very interesting. No one would want that.
Maybe they're illiterate.
I'm not particularly interested in any of the races of this world.
Illiterate
They've
in
all been
what?
studied.
Perhaps you were looking at one of the lost civilizations within the lowlands, where a different group fought a bunch of snake-backed creatures to get their poison glands. where other civilizations existed there before.
Interesting.
Maybe. Yeah, that's a good. Maybe.
Yeah, there were some assholes doing some stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna ride the dragonborn back to the inn.
Are you really going to make a mount of me?
I just thought you were being courteous, giving me a lift. Seeing as my intoxicated condition.
That's a good
No,
idea.
you walked
And
right
I'm
enough.
gonna climb
Yeah,
up
down you go. I am not a horse.
Scoot to the other side.
No, they don't use horses. They use this one thing.
There are plenty of poles around, including the one that I carry with me.
That's a hammer, not a pole.
Close enough.
I have a pole, but please don't put your junk.
It's time for a halfling popsicle.
Mm. A head for the other side of the hammer. Double weapon.
One side says, well, 1d2 halfling damage.
You know, we could put him into a ball, and then you could hit him with the hammer.
It's not very nice.
He wants to play polo with us.
This is real rude. I'm
Right,
here. I'm
right.
being nice. I was gonna share my tuber vodka with you.
Those are my tubers.
No, they're
I
not. She
only
gave them
gave
to
you
him.
one.
Yes, and we bought the other two.
I highly doubt you bought them.
What?
Especially when your brother got caught trying to take a carrot in the first place.
I wasn't trying to take it. I was just touching it.
And then you did explicitly say you're going to steal
You
2
did.
carrots.
You did.
He
I
was
don't remember
joking.
that. That was a joke.
Hmm.
Do you know what a joke actually is?
I have temporary amnesia from the alcohol consumption levels.
I believe it.
I drink because I don't remember anything. And I don't remember anything because
that
I
drink?
drink.
Oh my god.
There is a cure for that.
Called
But I
rehabilitation.
tried to remember it, but I drink
Well, I
too
would
much.
want to suggest a little hair of the dog, but
Who's saying he should go cold turkey? The humans say.
You can't make vodka out of a turkey.
that doesn't
Especially
sound
cold.
good no matter
The
how you...
DTs would be so bad
No
his
matter
dad
how you
would break his own back.
Right?
Uh,
Well, we are going to go slumber. I don't know where you two are doing.
slumbering. Howdy.
Somewhere other than our room.
Why would I slumber in your room? That's creepy. Little
It is
forward of you,
creepy.
too.
No.
Right?
I don't think that's
Didn't
anatomically
we
possible.
see you sleeping under the stairs last night?
We don't like to watch either.
You'd be surprised on it, man.
You might have. I don't know. I kind of blacked out.
How long? I hope you can hold your breath.
Right? You know, I could actually use the nose as a snorkel.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Well, yeah, you're an elephant.
It's
But
awesome.
I was more talking about your giant
I know.
vagina.
Elephant ninja.
Do we have at the thing?
No.
You sleep
You
underneath
sleep
it,
under the stairs.
under the crawl space.
Actually, I believe we do.
Yeah, it's called the crawl space.
You just sleep under the crawl space.
I am going to the room today. Pass out under the bed.
All right then.
However
all,
you feel most comfortable.
Getting a light dinner, probably a liquid dinner for a couple of you, and then having yourselves a nice rest. You can all wake up fresh in the morning, heading to the Creole Stables. That's actually just across the street from the Welcome Member Inn. You all can go ahead and the two of you will have to ride Oryx. Well, you can probably do a Yolkep. You'd have to do an Oryx with how large you are, which still moves at the speed of a Yolkep, so it's not too bad. The two of you are given smaller riding ponies.
Oh, this will do.
Oh boy.
Give it a little scritch, scritch, petting it.
Bastard, that's a pony.
Do you really want to jump on one of those?
No.
Or one of those? I'm pointing to her.
I jumped on that one yesterday if I wasn't too drunk.
Hey, you were kind of drunk yesterday.
We weren't at work.
I know. Now we are. See, I told you we're not drunks.
Now we're working.
Wouldn't take it that.
I wonder, does that actually make you not a drunk?
Perhaps.
I think it's more of a functioning alcoholic.
High functioning.
Hmm.
Anyways, mounting up.
I'm joking. I don't appreciate it.
I'm going to, give both the ponies, some nice, petting and care before we jump on them.
Okay. As you all mount your mounts and begin heading south out of town, you guys get a few looks, but for the most part, you're just blades of grass on the prairie among the other people. As you all make your way out of town, it's pretty easy to find the well-traveled road that leads south to the Kessler homesteads, and that is the better part of about a half day's regular walk. If you're going to try to hard ride down, you could cut that speed in half, but if you all don't want to unnecessarily push your mounts, you can have yourselves a nice leisurely stroll down south to the Kessler estates, or to the Kessler homesteads.
I'll keep to the pace of, them.
Okay. Or is anything happening while you all are moving south?
Look,
Didn't your mother not tell you not to read while you're moving? You're gonna vomit!
I've never had that problem.
I mean,
I'll write up next to him. What are you reading there?
Well, you see, when one dragonborn loves another dragonborn, they
I'm
tend
sorry,
to do certain
Boss.
things.
Yeah, but
And that
you're
is
not,
described in the book.
you're not quite a
Well,
dragon
it
boy.
is, but way at the beginning.
No,
He's
I
reading a
ain't about
romance novel. Sorry, smut novel.
Master's notes. Excuse me?
What
Are
do you
there
mean?
any
Pretty
pictures
smutty.
in there?
Yeah, all of the intercourse in such detail.
That is rather smutty.
Very smooth.
But unless you can read
Nonetheless, very
Draconic,
he
informative.
really liked feet.
They call us disreputable.
Right?
Well, the bunch of
purely
feet pics, and it's
academic.
just like drawn pictures of feet, like crudely as hell drawn feet.
really
know-
academic.
My uncle said it was purely academic, too.
Did he end up in prison?
Strangely enough, he did.
It was not purely academic.
No.
He was dead, though, before he got to prison.
Someone did not like the feet being drawn.
No. Anyway, well, unfortunately, I do not read Draconic, but you can read it to us.
No.
You could read it in Draconic.
Actually, that does sound kind of fun.
Go for it.
Reading it in
So he, since they're reading it as you all are moving along, you don't understand a word he says, and it sounds unnecessarily angry most of the time. You're not really sure about this weird language, but they might just be a very hateful people.
He sounds like he should be in a longboat wielding an axe.
Yeah.
Probably stealing from monks.
Try and get
It was a little
tones of
spicy,
with
that
the
one.
mouth noises, right?
As you all continue to head south, circumventing the Kessler homesteads, as you know, Kessler and Creole, even despite the kind of tag teaming against Fergood lately, they're still on the best of terms. So seeing as that is probably the best course of action for you to take, you begin to head south now. And just as she said, the path south gets less and less trodden. And it becomes nothing more than, well, real, just kind of wagon track. Just a pair of ruts in the road that are steadily getting shallower and shallower.
Where's the... Yeah.
It's about this point that
In
the
there.
sun grows low in the sky.
Well, that's about time for dinner now, isn't it?
Hmm.
You just ate.
It's getting dark.
Oh, yeah. But what about, like,
Halflings eat a lot.
the dinner
No, that's
after
right.
dinner?
The dinner.
You had one dinner, yes, but what about seventh dinner?
Well,
What about 11's afternoon tea?
luncheon.
We don't call
Dinner,
this here.
Fine.
You two are quite an interesting couple. But I guess love works in strange ways.
Mhm.
As long as you two are happy.
Namaste.
Right.
Namaste, motherfucker.
You're
I mean,
saying that you want
They
to.
may be drunks, but they're very progressive.
Well, I mean, No, actually, I'm more of saying that we're going to lose the light soon, and do we want to keep going in the dark?
And it'd be very difficult to read.
Right?
Fine. I can keep seeing in the dark, but you know.
Well, and so can we, I think.
Well, isn't
Don't we have dark vision?
Yes. I learned something else. You didn't.
What'd you learn?
Things
What kind of things?
and stuff.
Things and stuff.
perhaps she
and
can
stuff.
show you when the sun finishes.
About everything's a... Well, never mind.
Start making a campfire.
Okay.
Do we not want to pull it farther off the road instead of right on the road? Right, whatever this is.
I'm going to start looking for something to eat.
Maybe slightly
Roll
trail
for-
adjacent.
Trail's smashed down and doesn't have the grass on it. Oh,
Unfortunately, we may not be the only people on the trail.
So trail adjacent.
Hmm.
You really want me to smash down the dirt?
Not be an obstacle for a wagon.
While you all are having this
Hold on, what do you
conversation, you realize the other halfling is gone.
Where'd you go?
Aren't there two of you?
yeah.
Where's the other one?
Getting dinner.
Hunter.
Check my bag.
Quick question. Does he also ride a raptor?
I don't think so.
We didn't meet those.
No.
No, no.
That doesn't make any sense here.
I'll go ahead and make a campfire.
I will
going.
stomp the ground so you can make your campfire there. That make you happy.
That was real useful. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Mr. Miscreant.
It's not
Odd family
actually
name.
my name, you know.
Can't hear you. I'm stomping.
About an hour later, so it's you got the fires crackling high. You guys are kind of starting to settle down as you see the other halfling kind of emerge within the firelight again, and he is holding what looks to be a very long, 8-legged reptile that looks like he is smashed over the head with a stick. It's about that thick around and about 3 feet long, so the edges of it are almost touching the ground as it is draped over his neck.
It's a snake. Legs. That's just weird.
What are those called?
You have no idea. You've never seen one
Would
before.
I have an idea?
Roll a nature check.
Nature.
God damn it, game.
It's like,
That's
do I
'cause you're
even know
not
what it
Fanny.
is?
15.
Yeah, probably. Hey.
These things are called solars.
They're edible?
They are.
That's a solo. It isn't edible. Well,
Well, I certainly hope so. Otherwise, you wasted your time.
After a few minutes of cleaning, you get the guts out. The meat is actually quite tender, and it tastes like duck. Very fat.
You want it in stew or you want me to grill it?
Solis, no. I draw the line at reptiles.
It's not technically a reptile.
Reminds me of you, and I don't want to do that.
Don't worry, you can just shove it in your mouth like you did.
I'm trying to decide if that's a compliment.
Right?
Well, I don't want to eat you.
I don't know
Look
if
at
I
this.
I don't want to. Look
call
at
this
it.
a reptile.
Think of
or
it as
an arachnid.
catharsis.
But I don't want to put you in my mouth.
It might be a cephalopod.
You know, I think that would have happened already.
Cephalopod.
No, no.
It happened already.
You putting him in your mouth.
I don't just stick random things in my mouth.
Well, obviously it's not
Occasionally,
random.
he will stick something in my mouth, which I don't appreciate.
You two need some therapy.
No.
Well, you know what? Never mind. I don't deal in relationships.
I'm just thinking logistically.
How is that going to work?
Like, do
Big
you
trouble.
stick it in the trunk, or do you like hold the trunk up and?
Oh.
I'm sure there's some Rule 34 off stuff out there. Like, I'll do some research.
Yeah,
for
you
it.
might
Don't
look
worry,
up.
guys.
Please
I'll
don't. No,
find
no,
out.
no, 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 no. We're good.
Please don't.
You really shouldn't.
I'll find out.
Don't put it in the group chat now.
Don't you worry.
Cook the solar, make some tuber gin, vodka. What is tuber
I
turn into?
will
Like
eat.
tuber shine.
Okay.
You'd have to ferment it first, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you just have to still it.
I just sit there eating my carrots.
Make a mash.
As
Mash with the yeast.
you watch them chewing on your shrubbery as they partake in the meat of this thing, and you all bed down for the night. Do you all have a watch set up?
I will take first watch, and I will actually cast dark vision.
Okay.
8 hours, baby.
Second watch.
Okay.
Third.
Third?
Fourth.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Make it nice and easy for me. All right. As you all slowly pass through the night, it is unnervingly quiet out here. No crickets. You can hear the scuttling of small insects within the underbrush, but nothing else. But I would like each of you to roll a perception check.
Any smell that I
Aha!
No,
Oh, that's
nothing
it,
this
right. That die just not like
I miss Gunner. 18.
10.
5.
13.
Okay. 15, you said?
18.
18. And 13? The two of you, as you watch during your watches, you notice probably about 5 to 6 miles away, you can barely make out that there is light. Looks like it's probably an open flame. Not quite bonfire size, but definitely larger than your campfire. And it's definitely part of the south. Bit to the southwest.
Who has second? Who has second watch again? To tell him when I'm done with my
I'll
fair.
point it out to Solus.
About
Where'd
an
it go?
hour before dawn,
Eh.
the light disappears.
Makes sense.
Seems a little soon.
I assume once it's pointed out to... Well, do you point it out to me?
Aye.
It's pretty easy to see. It doesn't look like anybody's trying to hold back with it. It's too far away for you to smell anything burning on the wind, especially, with your own fire in front of you. But it's definitely a fire burning. But from the distance that you all are at, kind of hard to make anything else out. But it stands like a beacon. As you all collect yourselves up in the morning, breaking your fast and heading out, it is about 3 hours when I need each of you to roll another perception check, please.
Ha! 14.
That's a 6.
14.
21.
21 also.
Okay. As you all are moving through this terrain, you realize this is thousands of small hillocks covered with scree and gravel and rocks that threaten to trip up your animals underfoot. And sorry, it's not ponies, it's goats. Excuse me.
He kids. And the right.
Both are males.
Got rams.
No,
Grab the horns.
Da ram you.
Bob ran you. But as you guys are moving through this terrain, the two of you almost simultaneously spot in the distance that when the trail evens out, you see that it kind of splits off, and almost right at that T intersection, you can see what appears to be an overturned wagon. And we're going to go and take a quick break there.
All right.
We're gonna go. We're gonna keep this break real short because we did get started very late, and we have a lot to go through. So bear with us. We're just gonna take a quick fiver, and we'll be right back.
And she said,
You never said one.
Yeah, I know. I never say one.
Too
I
late
never
now.
say one.
We're already
Okay, we on?
No. Yes.
One is
Maybe.
the loneliest.
Okay, no. I need clarification. Are we live or not?
Yes.
So we're live.
Yes.
Yes.
Why did you say one?
He never says one.
He never.
I never say one. You
Shit out
know,
of me.
3, 2.
I don't-
Usually he does the hand gesture, but he didn't do the hand gesture.
Oh, see, that's what threw me off.
And now we're going to
3,
have to watch
2.
it
Ah. You only got to see that because you're only on me.
I know.
He jerked off and threw it on my face.
I would never do
And I
such a thing.
loved it.
What? It's
What,
no
maybe?
good if you have to explain the joke.
Yeah.
They call it chocolate rain.
Chocolate.
I think you might need to see a doctor about it.
Chocolate
It's
rain.
coming out chunky and brown.
Okay, we're gonna get back to it. You guys don't want to see us just talk about each other's genitals all day. But if
Please
you
no.
do,
No.
subscribe to Dyson Dudes OnlyFans.
And then watch us do everything we usually do. Because
Oh, but we also do penis appraisals on there. So you send us a picture of penis, and we give you an honest assessment of said penis on our OnlyFans page. Just look up Dyson Dudes on OnlyFans. You'll see us there. Okay.
We're actually gonna have to go set one up
really
now.
won't.
Oh my god.
the second we make it 400 dick pics.
Like, what?
Oh my God.
So many subscribers here. Fuck.
No, it's not
Why do we have 5 times as many dick pics as we do subscribers?
It's just one subscriber taking 400.
Like
Damn it.
also very
We
artistic.
got rid of
And
3D
red.
model of this
The
shit.
black and white really brings out the veins. Okay, so the two of you have seen that there is an overturned wagon. It looks like it was one of the standard covered wagons, but ain't covered no more. You can see and almost hear the remnants of the tarp kind of flapping in the wind, as well as there's something moving around.
I'm gonna kind of quicken the pace.
He says there's a mongoose in a hole 200 clicks out. I don't know what that means.
Think he might be talking about
Overturned wagon. How'd you not get that?
I don't know halfling languages.
That's
that
not
was
halfling
not
language.
halfling language.
I got halfling.
In
Yeah,
halfling,
one
I
that
count
didn't
back.
Speak.
There's an overturned carriage.
I'm pretty sure he was making fun of you.
Respond halfling. I know, but they're stupid.
I assure you she's very intelligent.
You speak halfling?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Switch to numbers. How about this one?
Not quite.
I hate you when you do that. I don't know that one.
Give me 24 hours.
So,
Moving.
what are y'all gonna do?
Cautiously ride towards the wagon.
Okay.
Mhm.
As you all draw ever closer,
Cautiously.
your rather delicate sniffer begins to pick up the smell of carrion on the wind as you all are downwind. Excuse me.
Is it dead center right before we hit the fork or after the fork on the way?
It is literally
Right
right,
at
at the fork.
Mm.
So right as you can go left or right, which you'd want to go right according to Marigold, it is right there. And oddly, it seems as if you're on someone's property, as on the far side of the road, there is a wooden slatted fence that stretches on. Not in the best of repair, but this does look to be like someone's property.
Before I get
Oh,
up to
I
the.
smell carrion.
100 yards away.
Wow.
Stop. Try to go to the fence and sneak
wonder.
up on it.
Well, the fence is further down. Yeah, it's literally, if you're looking at the road, when the road goes into a T, at the other side of the road is where you have, like, literally almost as far as you all can see. Kind of disappears down a drop.
I'll tie my goat up the same and sneak the other side.
So just to a random bush
Yeah,
or
yeah.
cactus or...
Yeah,
Okay.
something that will hold the goat.
Like, random, like, some dudes just walking by, hey, hold my goat! And then,
Yeah.
okay.
And I was just like,
Some
Hey,
random...
look, there's a
pedestrian
dragonborn dude. Hold the goat reins. In half.
Why?
So I'm going to sneak.
So just sneak.
Sneaky, sneaky.
This one will
Oh.
go and wander off and eat grass.
I would like perception checks from each of you.
No we.
Kind of wee. 16.
5, 16,
18.
18.
11.
So the two of you see there is definitely movement. Clouds have begun to slowly move in, and you guys have become very used to the strange and sudden storms that seem to plague this region. And the brightness of the day has dimmed quite a bit, but you can still make out a pair of very large shadows that are very near this overturned wagon. One of them appears to be something hunched over, probably about 10 yards away from the wagon, as the other one is halfway in and halfway out of this wagon as it is snuffling about.
I'm going to speak to
The two of you will see that these are very large, six-legged creatures that you have heard to as furry drake scales.
Sus. This is furry drake things.
What's a furry drake scale?
Roll me a
What's a furry drake's thing?
nature check.
Ah, motherfucker, really?
3.
Go ahead.
That's an 11.
I am the naturalist.
That's an 11.
11.
I popped
22.
12.
And what'd you roll?
3.
3. So you're the only one who hasn't heard about them. Everyone else has heard of these creatures. You know a little bit more that they are very aggressive. You all have been warned about these things. While they don't usually draw too close to town, they are very, very large, six-legged predators. They used to be quite prevalent in this area, but when Brownwater was first founded, their rather large number was hunted down to a much more manageable level. While they typically, again, don't draw too close to Brownwater, they are all through these ridges, especially near like Vigor Ridge and closer to the Kessler homesteads. Yeah, they can be a problem. They are not. They've been known to kill Yolkeps and drag them off. And if people are out by themselves, they're just as easy of a target.
Well, I think it's time to do ourselves a good
You will know that they're also scavengers.
and the town.
They're scavengers. Whatever's over there is probably dead.
You
Get
can
back
smell
to-
it.
Alright,
Mess with the big lizards.
because we need to go that way.
Go around.
Just give him a wide berth.
And then if they
We'll have
attack
to come
us,
back this way.
well, they can always leave.
They'll be
What
gone
do
by then.
What if that's our missing surveyor?
Is it surveyor in the
Excellent
wagon?
point.
The wagon is tipped away from you all, so you guys cannot see what's
We'll
inside.
have to find out,
Right.
but yeah.
Would you like to sneak closely?
There are two of
See,
them.
No.
see.
Got this.
Are you sure?
Can we chase them off? You know what?
With
I'll
a savage beating, any creature will eventually run.
Oh, you're going to be giving it a
I
savage
don't know if
beating
that's
today.
wise or.
Or just stupid. I would like to try to sneak up.
Well,
No,
it
no.
is pretty much an open field.
Well, you know.
Okay.
Check.
Which way is the wind blowing?
You all go ahead.
Stealth.
Yes, go ahead. Make your roll.
I'm gonna do it.
Roll the dice.
That's in 16.
So,
No, sorry. Yeah, no 16.
so you all witness this giant elephant, 8-foot tall creature. Kind of. They don't have toes, so it's not tiptoeing, but moving with surprising delicacy, speed, and silence. You can't help but be impressed that this gargantuan thing is prancing around like a ballerina.
Yes, you move around with the grace of an avalanche.
You think it's gonna get it?
Though certainly quietly.
So as you slowly
Yeah,
begin
better
to
than
make
us.
your way forward, you draw ever closer. I will pull this out for you all.
Wow! Boom!
So that is you. You can see there is one there,
You know, after this is when you're
There
going to
is
find the figure.
one here. I know.
Yeah,
It's
right.
just the way that it is, and that's okay. That's okay.
Hey, David said, do this for me. Say, good night, everybody. We're done now. Yeah. something
And
to
watch
that
it'll
effect.
pop out.
Right.
Keep rolling them dice and all that. It'll literally leap out at you.
Like, Mexodon.
It's probably with the airship.
Yeah, probably,
Oh,
actually.
God, yeah, it is. That is the last place it was used.
Hope not, because the airship is at the house.
That's probably where it is.
Most likely where it is.
We'll find it when we get
Alrighty. So, you saw it that close, so you're going to continue to move up.
home.
And while you all witness this, as she is now about 30 yards away from you all,
I'm gonna hide.
so kind of walk up behind her and try to stay in her shadow.
Yeah.
Roll a stealth check.
I get to use her for cover
Mhm.
because I'm tiny.
Am I 30 feet out from them?
You're about 60 feet away from them right now.
15.
15?
I'm going to sneak over there behind the rocks.
Roll it.
Well, good thing I'm extra stealthy.
We have not
19.
announced what anybody's class is yet on purpose, because you guys will find out as we go. And
19.
19? And what are you doing, Dragonborn? Dragging your hammer behind you over every rock.
No, he's sitting there.
No, this is going to end badly.
You've gone through all the matches.
No, just gonna take the robe off and shove it in my bag. This is gonna.
So you're naked?
He's wearing a loincloth. He's
Pam.
wearing his loincloth.
So
got
just
his
the loincloth.
underoos.
So, unbeknownst to you all, as you draw closer to these things, the Dragonborn is ceremoniously disrobing, folding up his stuff,
And
Shove it in
oil
the bag.
and pulling out baby oil, putting it on his head.
Don't be that cheap.
Oh, it's time.
No, it's more like
Okay.
gonna walk casual. I'm gonna walk kind of. I'm gonna walk and see. They're going that way. I'll walk off to the.
So
right.
you are getting closer,
Yeah,
correct?
when I'm about a little bit closer than, just like right about there actually. Can I do minor illusion
Okay.
as a lame Yolkep running that way,
All right.
making a lot of noise?
I would like the three of you to roll me another perception check before that happens, though. You as well.
Wow. I'm not very perceptive.
Mr. Universe over there is going to have to wait a little bit.
19.
7.
Oh, I was going to say 17, like, oh, that's perfect. But the two of you, as you all have a better view, see that the one that is about 10 yards away is feasting on the remnants of an auroch. Well, the other one, you can hear pots and pans moving. You can hear canvas tearing and wood creaking as the entirety of this wagon is moving about as this thing is trying to get at something.
So I will have that Yolkep like around where the fence is, I suppose. Just start going, make a lot of noise.
Can minor illusions make noise?
Don't know. I'd have to go into D&D Beyond.
We're not sponsored by them. Don't even say the name.
Oh, I did it.
We're going to an unnamed website to find out what it's called. Give us money, wizards.
What?
I shall unlock the magic of the tuberanka.
The Jubaraka.
Oh,
yes. The Jubaraka.
I'm a little blind. That's the wood
Oh,
arm.
my vision's blurry. Oh, man. That's how you know it's good.
But that's how you sober up. What
Treated to the best of beverages that make you go blind.
I can make a sound. Or an image. So I can make a sound. So I'll make a sound of a lame Yolkep several
So,
ways away.
okay. And what's the range of the spell?
30 feet. Yeah. Can I make it sound distant?
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. Let's see how you can do this. Let's see how well you do with this.
That is a 15, sir.
All right. Let me see here. Okay. That one up there kind of raises its head up and begins to look around. And you see it get so low to the ground that it's almost creepy. It's like it halfway sinks into the dirt and then just like slowly begins to move out. And it gets about halfway across the road when what are the rest of you?
Magic of Tuberodka.
So you're just
No.
what are you doing?
I am still observing what's going on.
You hear what sounds like a dying yolcat just over like about maybe 100 to 150 feet away from the fence. It kind of begins to start sloping downward. It seems like it came from that direction, and you see one of these drake scales is slowly moving in that
I'm more
direction.
concerned about the blue one.
Or that.
It's definitely rooting around for something. I mean, the whole wagon is moving. This thing is pretty big.
Where am I in all this?
Look in the pages.
No,
So-
I'm watching.
I mean,
But where am I physically located?
off the map.
Yeah, but where physically off the map? I could be just off the map.
about-
Map.
30 yards, so about 90 feet away from her where she's currently standing.
I'll make my way down the path.
So you start walking
Yeah,
down?
yeah,
Okay.
as quietly as I can manage, but
Roll me a stealth check.
I'm not as stealthy as these guys. Or am
Natural
I?
20.
That would be hilarious.
That is
Plus 2, that's an 11.
11? Okay. So, I mean, you're
Not super quiet.
not super quiet, but you're also not making an overabundance of noise.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's not much to make noise at the moment.
Not the
Unless I
dying
decide to go
yolcat.
thump thump. But
So this thing here is going to move up, and it stops and begins to look around more. But it doesn't seem like it's moving any further. Are you all doing anything at this point?
might be someone alive in the wagon. It's looking maybe like mention something.
I'll do the sound louder and in more distress.
Roll the Arcana check.
That's a 7.
First time you managed to ventriloquate it out when it wasn't really paying attention, it was more distracted. This time it kind of gets, seems to alert. It raises its head up out of the ground a bit and begins to actively look around, not just in front of it now, but almost all around it. What are you going to
I'm still hiding behind my rock here.
do? So nothing else?
Uh,
The one at the wagon?
Oh, hell.
I'm gonna start sneaking towards the one.
I'm right behind you.
So sneak
The
up
blue one.
and then with the quarterstaff.
So you guys begin to come up on it. I need another stealth check for all three of you.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, 21.
Through the magic of Tuberodka, I have a 7.
22.
Okay. As you all are moving up, this one here raises his drink up to his lips, and as he does, kicks a rock, and it just next to you, and you see this thing suddenly, its head almost unnaturally turn like an owl's,
Where am I at that
and looks directly in that direction. While this one is still snuffling around inside of it, and it begins to chuff. At this point, I would like everybody to go ahead and roll for initiative.
oh wow, I'm going last.
Oh,
15.
Oh my god, we're so scared.
Yeah.
What, did you roll a 20?
Wow. Okay, who rolled a 20 or higher? What'd you roll?
22.
21.
Okay, and these guys have a dex of 0. Okay, so 22, 21, and 20. That is Carwin. So that's for Tem first, then Carwin, then this one. Who rolled a 15 to 20?
Wait, do you have everyone else's? Oh, okay, no.
15.
15? That is Rafter, right?
Yep.
Would you roll? A 3? Okay, so you are going last.
Mm-hmm.
And as they have moved up, I'm putting you right there. Okay?
Fair enough.
Okay, at this point, Ratem, this thing is now turning around and looking at you. What are you going to do? What?
No, Joe's asking something in the chat. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and go up on the blue one and try to get it like on the back of the head.
Which one? The one that's rooting or the
Yeah,
one?
the one that's rooting. So that way I
Okay.
can just like sneak
So-
up on it from the wagon and then.
Okay, so as this one is looking around and kind of lowers itself down the pounce, you just kind of sidestep, run around, and go to swing at that one. Go ahead and roll a hit with advantage as it is very distracted.
14 or a 19. I'll take the 19, so that's going to be 23.
You don't have
23
to
is
have
the
a
hit.
point. You have to take the higher.
No, I don't have to.
They both hit. Take the higher.
And that is max damage, so 8 damage. Bludgeoning.
8 damage. All right, against
And
the blue
can
one.
I go ahead and spend a key point?
Yes, can.
Oh, I know, because I can't do flurry of blows with that.
Yes, can. You
Oh,
can fire
I'll
blows.
get flurry of blows with that.
It's always with your offhand, which is going to be your fist,
Okay.
Could it be a foot?
or foot, or knee, or your head, or your jaw. Or your...
It is your
If you want
unarmed
to, slap him with your penis, go ahead. You know, like whatever you want to do.
Drop trow. Get to
Alright,
it. I
flurry of
demand
blows.
it now.
Just remember, you only have a 10-foot range with that thing.
They call me Trapod.
That's 18, so 22
22's a hit.
with
should call you
Five.
back.
5. And you did flurry of blows or just martial arts?
flurry of blows.
So you need 2 attacks.
Oh, so that's the first one then.
So that's
Martial arts doesn't cost you anything.
yeah. Martial arts is just a bonus action. Doesn't cost you 2
Oh,
points,
okay.
but it's 1 attack.
Oh, okay. Well, I already did.
So 14 plus
that's
5?
18.
18 plus 4. Yeah.
So 18.
18 is a hit.
And max damage of 6.
6 damage. All right. So as you kind of come up behind this thing and whack it right in the back, it barks just, and then you just start kicking the dog shit out of this thing as it's trying to pull its head out of the camps and get out of it to try to attack you at the same time that you're taking advantage and just swinging at this thing mercilessly. Carly.
Cool. I'm gonna run up and drunk slide between both their legs.
Okay.
How far?
You can get about there. That's about 30 feet.
Okay. So 15 feet will get me back to the other side of the big one. Yeah, excellent. Attack the thing.
Okay.
Smack it with my foot.
Okay. So he pulls out the didgeridoo flute he's got and swings at this thing.
Advantage?
Right now, it is still distracted, so yes. Until it gets to go, it is distracted.
Hoping for flanking.
I mean, either way.
Can you move so I can flank? 20.
20 is a hit.
Flurry of blows.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I should probably roll the damage for that first one. That's going to be 7 damage.
7 damage.
First attack is going to be a 24.
That is a hit. Second attack.
Second attack is going to be a 16.
16 is a hit.
And that's going to be 10 damage total.
10 damage. All right.
Then I'm going to drunk scramble back under both the big ones.
All right. You're going to be able to get. What's your speed?
I get an extra 10 feet when I do the drunken master thing.
Okay. So you got a
15 feet
total of
total.
45, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you can get back behind that one, right?
Yeah.
Yep, you can.
Always hide behind the big ones.
Alrighty. So that is now going to be this red one's turn. And this red one is going to start bounding towards you. It stops, turns, and goes to claw at you, and then spins around, trying to swing its meaty tail at your face.
They might not go to that
So,
one.
first one is going to be an 18 to hit.
So much for rolling our defense.
Oh, no, go ahead, yeah. We are doing something different tonight. We're going to try what we used to do, is I have a static attack number, and they roll defense against it.
That still amounted to the same thing.
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
Oh,
and then
today.
the second one.
Oh.
And now the tail.
Now you can feel better
I
because
can
your
spend
dice
a
doing
key
it too.
point.
You know,
Dodge.
I imagine I'm going to get along.
Did you want to spend a key point to
I wanna
dodge as your
spend a-
reaction?
Yes.
Okay, so you need to
Can't
be
do it.
rolling with disadvantage.
Oh, never mind.
No, I mean he'd roll for him with.
Oh, you would roll with advantage. I'd be rolling with disadvantage.
Okay.
So you'd roll 2 dice, take the higher.
That was a 5. So.
Don't we have to do that on our turn?
No, it's dodge is a reaction.
Oh,
For the key point,
Nah, not at all.
it's an action.
It's a bonus action.
On
that
your
you spend.
turn.
You
Oh, it's
spend
a bonus
You
action.
spend
Okay, so
key
no.
point on your turn.
So,
and, you know.
It would just be the regular roll. So those two rolls
Okay.
hit, correct?
Oh, so-
I wish it
yeah,
was a
those
reaction.
are
It would be one of
Okay,
it'd be
the
most
first
useful.
one is
That'd be
going to do
freaking
8
Yes.
piercing damage for the bite and 4 bludgeoning damage with the tail. So that is 12 damage total.
Ugh.
Oh, Rasser.
Yes. I'm gonna go and, well, I'm not at the right angle to slide through him like he did, but I'm gonna go and get flanking. Can I get flanking to the red one?
Flanking is going to be just out of your reach, but you can get adjacent to it. It is
25 feet?
adjacent to your friend. Yeah, it is adjacent to your friend. So if you hit, you will still do sneak attack damage.
Okay.
So as you guys can tell, we have 2 monks and 1 rogue so far, and who knows what the oiled up Adonis is yet.
loincloth, hammer. That's
Should still
gotta
be
be a wizard.
Does a 19 hit?
a 19 does
He
hit.
does male mob.
Okay, so that is 4 plus
Fabio.
3
Yeah.
is 7,
This Bobby mob.
10,
About to go.
14 damage.
About to go
14
Hercules
total?
on their asses.
Yep.
Alrighty.
And then bonus action,
To swing with your offhand.
yeah, the swing
Go
of my
ahead.
offhand. Oh, that's, what's it called? 22.
That is a hit. Damage.
No sneak attack on that one, right?
No, just
Okay.
straight using a dagger, right?
Right.
So straight D4.
Straight D4. Wrong one. 2.
Okay, another 2 points of damage. Gotcha. Alrighty. So that's going to end your turn, correct?
Yep.
Alright, now this one is finally going to wrench itself loose, and it is going to turn, and it is going to attack you yet again. Go ahead and roll. It's going to try to bite you first. Go ahead and roll your defense.
Highly unexpected.
That is a 13.
13 still manages to hit.
That's a
That is a whopping 3 points of damage. And as it's friended, it kind of spins and tries to slap you with its tail. You want to roll your defense.
That is a 15.
15 is a miss.
Woo!
As this time, as it does, you manage to just parry off its tail with your quarterstaff. Then that one is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from you as it tries to turn tail and run. And but when I mean that, it like dives into the ground, like the ground is made of liquid.
Quarterstaff or unarmed? It doesn't matter.
Which one are you doing?
You may either.
Either. I don't know if an 8 will hit it.
8 does not hit. So this thing turns around and literally dives into the ground. Solus.
Well, I'm moving up to that guy. At this point, I imagine it could take a double move.
Yes, it will take a double move, but you will be able to get adjacent to it. Any other actions from you?
Hi, beastie.
Bonus action? Anything?
I don't have any.
You don't? You sure?
Then not that would be useful. Barbarians have to hit something in order to stay raged. So I rage, and I would immediately go, no.
It's your buddy, yes.
He did.
Yeah,
He
I
spilled the
did.
beans.
I did spell the beans. I can't do it.
So, an intelligent, well-read barbarian. Pretend.
Come on.
For Tim.
I am going to, so it's just one quick again. Well, it's Step of the Wind. I can disengage.
Okay.
So spend a key point to take a disengage or dash action as a bonus
So
action.
you're going to disengage with the bonus action.
And your jump distance is doubled for the turn.
Okay, so are you moving away? What are you doing?
Yeah, just like move back.
Yeah, attack
Just
before you.
back? Are you going to attack or what?
Yeah, actually I'll attack first
And
and,
then
then I'll
disengage?
disengage. Yeah,
Okay.
but I will do that. That is a 19.
19 is a hit. Damage, please.
That's just with the quarter shot. And that's going to be 8 damage.
8
Wow,
damage.
Next damage flying around. Like
There is a lot of max damage. Now you're gonna use your bonus
And
action.
the key point, yeah, to do that. I know I only have
Alrighty,
this.
Carwin.
Yeah. Let's go ahead for the drunk slide under this one.
To the
Like
other side
So I flank with Grasser.
with him. Alrighty.
Hit it in the nuts with the flute while I go through.
The nuts are the only furry part of it.
Yeah. The balls. Yeah. Nat 20.
Where's my party target token?
Like, I don't care. I'm killing that one.
So that's 6 damage plus another d6.
Does it really need the disadvantage I can impose upon
Plus
it?
another 2.
So 8 plus what's your dexterity? So 11 points of damage.
My lord.
This thing's its 2 middle legs just like start covering its junk as it starts to.
Use it as a speed back.
Speed bagging these nuts.
15 to hit.
15 is a hit.
Second attack.
Or 6-legged.
22 to hit.
That is a hit. Damage, please.
It's a furry thing.
7 and 5, 12 damage.
12 damage total?
Yep.
This thing is just, as he should, like, sneaky bagging his nuts.
Roll back under.
It just drops its rear legs to where its balls are on the ground, and it's just like crawling with its front butt, just trying to like. At this point, it is its turn, and it is going to sheepishly try to just pull itself into the ground and go. It's going to be 3 attacks of opportunity if you want to take them.
Yes.
That's just pitiful.
Hey, do I get advantage? Flanking?
You'll provoke when it leaves its space, so you won't be flanking.
Oh, okay. Up that I get to roll again.
There we go.
19.
12 is a miss, 19 is a hit. Damage.
Sneak attack on that?
It's only once per round. And it resets on his turn.
5.
5? So you just stick it right in the spine, and as you do, its rear legs just flay out, and it stays halfway in the ground with its very purple and bruised balls, now twice the normal size, just laying there.
I'm going to harvest the testicles.
Okay, so immediately as you begin to cut open the testicles, the two of you just have sudden phantom pain. Just
Yeah, I'm going back to the animals. Ugh.
I would go around and investigate the cut. I'll return away.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
There's a couple
You made them all
of
tender.
larger containers in there. It looks as if it was trying to get to one of the 2 of those for some unknown reason as to why. But it was going after them pretty hard. One of them has a lot of scratches and looks like teeth marks on it, like it was literally trying to bite through the small chest.
Hey,
It is locked.
Hey, Grasser, stop harvesting them nuts. We need you to unlock a chest.
oh, hey, I'm good for this.
I knock on it.
As you walk around to the chest with ball juice dripping off of you.
I'm not going to go before I finish getting them off, though.
Okay.
And
What is he
wrap them
doing?
up and
I don't know.
And, each testicle's like that big around. I mean, these are some
Tender now?
serious Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh my
Super
God.
tender. Like, they've been tenderized.
you know what? I just might eat this for
But
dinner.
I know if this thing is edible.
Oh, with your 21? I mean, it's a predator. You typically don't want to eat predators, but I mean, how much do you really like your brother?
I'll start skinning it.
Okay.
I'll go over there. Check the. I'm going to check for traps, though, first.
Roll an investigation check,
I'm not very
please.
good with investigation. Oh,
Oh no.
what's it? 9.
Okay. The chest is locked, yet untrapped. It is not of the best quality. It is a wooden box with steel, with iron banding upon it. The lock itself is an old iron lock. You can see rust in the hinges as well as rust within the locking mechanism as well. But I mean, it must be at least a fairly decent box. It stood up to some punishment from this thing. And it looks like this thing has got like impact points where it's been smashed on the ground and stuff.
I'm going to take some oil out of my pack to oil the lock a little, too, since it looks like it might need it.
I would like you to roll me a perception check.
No.
Right? No. Yeah, that's a 5.
Close
Okay.
to
The pungent smell of this thing's semen is kind of permeating your senses, so you're having to block everything out as you just really concentrate on the slot. You want to roll me a thieves tools check?
I don't have it on here, but that's what Dex plus.
Dex plus your proficiency.
Need it. That's a 15.
15? So, finally, you work on it for probably about 30, 45 seconds before you finally manage to find that sweet spot and just hold the tumblers down and click. You feel that sense of satisfaction wash over you. And as you open the lid, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Because I didn't think it was there. 7.
You don't have time to close your very surprised mouth as a small figure grabs the side of the box, pulls up, and just vomits all over you, into your mouth, and all over the ground outside the chest.
I vomit back at it.
And you just, and all of you start to hear multiple people retching.
Oh no, I'm
And
watching you.
it's in my mouth!
I'm watching you. Both smell disgusting.
Look up
Oh,
from the skinny.
God.
There is a very frail, almost lobster red-faced humanoid who is retching her guts out, and your brother is now a couple of feet away from her, covered in yellow, sticky vomit, just puking his guts out while chanting, "It's in my mouth! It's in my mouth!"
And I'm standing on the side, just like with my nose like over here.
Walk over, hand him the tuberaka.
Please.
Back to the skinny.
You drink this all.
I like swish and spit. Swish and spit.
So, what are the rest of you doing as this humanoid person is slowly beginning to calm down? You can see her arms are shaking as she holds on the side of the box. The box doesn't look like it should be big enough to hold this person.
I give her some of the vodka.
Hello.
She takes up. Why did you do that? Please, water!
Under my skin.
And she takes it greedily and just starts, and it's doing the like cliched, like super thirsty person thing where they're just wasting water, pouring it around the sides of their mouth as they're just trying to gulp it down as fast as they can.
Phyllis, I'm gonna need some of your water for myself later.
You hear this as you're leading
No,
the animals
you
back
can-
down.
You can just carry it in your trunk like you always do.
So you're going to feed it to me again?
You know, you really do need to watch what you say.
This person lowers the water skin and gives you all a very odd look.
And I pat her gently with my nose.
Well, as you go to pat her, she
No.
I know they're a very strange couple, but they're happy together.
What?
Odd couple.
okay.
Do you happen to be the surveyor?
Who?
A surveyor.
Who are
You don't.
man?
No. Let's do this. Who the hell are you?
I'm Saran.
What do you do, Saran? Here, let's get you out of the, the nasty, icky place.
Wait, I have to do it myself.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to touch it. I'm covered in my
She
vomit.
begins to contort the rest of her body out of this box, and as she goes to stand up, you realize this 5'8" willowy woman managed to fit in a box about this big and this tall.
This is going to be a very strange part of my life that I'm
As
going
she
to have to deal
stands
with.
up, you hear almost every joint in her body begin to pop and click as she stretches out in all directions, cracks her neck, cracks every single one of her fingers. You can see she's not wearing shoes. She stands up on her toes, and you can hear all of her toes click back into place.
Those are weird.
Did you put yourself in there?
How'd you figure that out?
Were you by yourself?
Well,
Oh, well, no. I wasn't. Now,
Do you happen to work for the Creole?
for the Creoles,
I believe she's an entertainer.
People can have hobbies.
listen here, short stack. I left that life a long time ago.
See,
The first time in my life, I'm really happy I did it.
Well,
Where
then
would you
why are
think-
you putting yourself in the boxes?
To get away from that thing?
Well,
Hmm.
obviously, I was trying to hide from something. I know you don't have to worry about it because you're like 8 inches tall,
I know.
but I have to worry about it.
You know, you're kind of like my position to her.
How does that make you feel? Aren't you like an aunt to her?
It makes me feel like I need to stay out of her way.
Yeah, it'd probably be for the best.
But
Now-
anyway,
Thank you for driving off those creatures. I don't mean to seem ungrateful, but I want to get the fuck out of here.
Where were you even at?
Do you work for the Creoles?
I work for Lady Marigold.
Do you happen to be the surveyor?
I am part of the surveyor's associates, but I am not the surveyor.
Did the surveyor happen to get the document signed?
I'm not sure because a lot had happened, and well, I was going to use the better part of valor and not be there anymore. That is insanity, and I don't like being surrounded by insanity.
Kind of out of luck now.
Did you?
How about you take a bit of a rest?
Did you even make it there?
And you can use my spare
Yes.
shirt
Oh.
to
Okay, so the insanity is there.
change.
That's what you meant.
I appreciate that.
Make it into a makeshift dress.
Or a tent.
You know,
It's not a commentary on your size. I'm sure you're very petite for one of your race.
well, considering that my solace can actually lift me up, so yes. I point out.
Mm.
She closes the lid, sits down,
Get out the shirt.
really hoping the insanity would be over, but
I know.
We were sent by Lady Marigold to
Welcome back.
find
Oh.
the surveyor.
well, that's good to hear. Do you have any proof of this?
Yes.
Pulls out
Solid.
the document.
Yeah, I've got the documents.
Ah, okay.
Mm.
Well, since I'm not going to be going back, I will tell you what I saw happen, and then you can be on your merry way and do as you will, but it is not worth my life. I didn't sign any contracts with Lady Marigold, so I am in the clear. So, quick and dirty, three-man team. Lismet is the surveyor you're looking for. Then myself, Saran, and I'm not going to use his name because he doesn't deserve it. But Cockweasel is also part of our group, and well, we were sent to have the godless heathens of the Urkeels sign the documents, sign over their land, and to move on. Everything was going fine, despite the fact that they worship a herd of nestle pigs.
They worship.
Oh, you don't know? So yeah, the Urkeels are a bit loopy. I think it's all the, well, let's just say their family tree is more of a really thick trunk. And, well, it's kind of messed with their heads a bit, and they believe that the forebear of their family, they don't even remember his name as far as I could tell, that his soul was reincarnated into a nussle pig. And they bred that nussle pig. And now they don't know which nussle pig is actually him. So they've just been worshiping all of the nussle pigs that they breed for a generation, or 2 or 3. So they worship a herd of pigs. Isn't that great? And that's not the worst part. The worst part is that You know how I said that they're like a really thick family trunk with no real branching paths? So they're not too bright, but they're really superstitious. And Cockweasel, well, he really likes to taste a pig. You get where I'm going with my story?
Oh no.
So yeah, he killed one of the pigs before they had signed the documents, as far as I know. And, well, they were going to hold some kind of weird trial for him where he was going to try to prove his innocence. And I thought, well, I don't want to be killed by a bunch of people that work in a herd of pigs, and it'd be better for me to run. And then those things started to chase me, so I thought, well, why not hide in the box? They couldn't try to eat me inside the box over the course of the better part of a day. They wouldn't do that, would they?
No.
I assume they tried.
I love it.
These people sound fascinating. You think we can write a paper on them?
So, you all can go to the cousin fuckers and do whatever you want to do. But I'm going home, and I'm going to take the longest bath of my life, and then I'm going to leave, because fuck brown water. Fuck its cousin fuckers. Fuck the cockweasels. Fuck its stupid ass brown water. And fuck Lady Marigold.
Well, if you'd like to get
And
clean,
she stands up. You see her eyes flutters for a second, and she timbers and passes out.
We should tie her to the Auric.
she doesn't want to go back there. I don't blame her. I've read that story. Lots of banjos.
But think of it. If we had,
Well, seriously,
how many
like,
people actually
someone
wrote a paper?
actually enchanted the book to play banjos as you read certain stuff.
I'm saying, though, but nobody wrote about these
I'm
specific
terrified.
people. We can write a new paper about these people who worship Mistlepig.
Like I said, this has already been written.
Think of the prestige.
I'm gonna start
What?
searching
Prestige?
through that.
Prestige?
It looks like
Crazy-
the
crazy
wagon
about
itself was
Yeah.
pretty much ransacked. The only
Breed
thing
in.
that's in there was this box, as well as one other box that looks like it's actually been opened into. There were some rations in there. About 60 to 70% of them have been eaten by this thing in its hunt, but it smelled elf flesh, and that's what it really wanted.
Then I'm going to try and grab the, recover any of the rations possible.
Okay. You can. They're a bit slobbery, and they smell a little bit, but they're edible.
I'll try to wake her up.
Oh, she is out.
Well, we could either leave her.
We are going to have to take her with us.
We
I
are.
tie her to mine.
Well, we're going to leave her here to be a meal for the next scavenger that comes along.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I don't care
And when
either
she
way.
comes
Or
through,
we
she
leave
can
her to her fate.
just
We don't have time to wait around, though. You're
I
right.
heard the orcs. It's bad to leave people to be eaten.
see. And I'm telling you, we can tell these people that we've come to learn about their worship.
I swear that
Or-
good nature of you is gonna get us both in trouble.
Just not sad, man.
All right.
Also, don't eat the pig.
I kind of got that.
So no putting sausages in people's mouths. I'm just saying. You
No.
eat sausages.
Just not any pig sausages.
Now, you all have heard what a nussle pig is. A nussle pig is called that because while it has very pig-like features, it is fairly insectoid in part of its body. Its rear end, while has the shape of a pig, it is more chitinous and its legs are much thinner. Its face, though, very much resembles a pig, including the round snout of it, and they nuzzle through the ground looking for grubs and worms and bugs and other things. They are fairly intelligent animals. Some people even keep them as pets. They are also very loyal
This is why you should.
and delicious.
We're gonna have to stop letting you watch Avatar, The Last Airbender. Come up with the weirdest combinations of animals.
This is like 4 different animals in one.
Have I finished skinning the thing yet?
It'll take the better part of about 45 minutes to an hour to skin this thing.
So can I take a short rest while we're doing that?
You can. And go to roll me a survival check.
18.
I certainly
You
applaud
get
your
a sizable
but it
portion
did put you in a
of pretty
bad
decent
position.
scales. It's going to have to be dried and cured, as the scales are literally part of the flesh of this thing, as opposed to like sitting on top of it in a different subcutaneous layer. But I mean, you could definitely turn this into a hide.
Gotta put the leather working skills to use.
Indeed.
Solemnly swear that I will let you go first next.
I'm gonna start looking at those documents and trying to copy them.
Are you a forger?
I do have a forgery kit.
Okay, go ahead and roll a wisdom check. Wisdom with your proficiency.
Wow, that was rather crappy.
But not a 1.
Not a 1, sadly, not a 1. That would have been better.
You're really begging for a death.
7.
As the stack of papers is about that thick, and it's really hard to write without a hard surface to write on to be able to take your time. So you're scrolling through pretty quick, but I mean,
I can make you. There's one right there. Even got wheels.
Oh, yes, please.
Try to flip it up.
by the time you think of that, your hour rest is up.
That's not a
We'll work on that later.
hit die.
Go ahead. Plus your con.
Oh, okay. That's at least nothing really.
What are these things called again?
Knuckle pigs.
No,
Those are called Soolors. Soolor.
The flurried, the fluffy drake thing?
Oh, I'm sorry. The
Furry drake,
furry drake scales.
It's the Lord Testes.
Furry drakes.
Yeah, furry drake scale testes.
Oh, very great still.
Yes, Soolor testes are much smaller. Though they look similar, the furry drake scales are much more dog-like and much less snake-like.
Wait, snake has testicles?
No.
So I guess we're headed towards the
Well, not external.
cousin fuckers.
Down that way.
Off to the cousin fucker ranch.
To the rural areas.
I guess assuming after we attached.
No,
What's the name?
no. Not all rural areas are populated by cousin fuckers.
I know. I'm just saying we are going towards the rural area.
But if they worship the pig and they think the pig is their cousin, oh no.
They're pig fuckers too?
It's a strong possibility.
They're cousin pig fuckers.
Let me write that down.
I'll leave that one to you.
Sure.
I believe I've extrapolated a disturbing conclusion.
That he's gonna have some more smut to write down?
Give me some more tuberodka.
There you go. Careful on that, we may need that sober.
Oh my god, this tastes like shit.
It's the finest in beverages that took less than 24 hours to
Just it's potato juice. That's all it is.
It's not even potatoes. Not even. It's
Yeah.
probably got like some turnip.
Pretty sure that
Potato.
still needs time. Oh my
So,
god.
what are y'all gonna do?
And off towards the cousin pig fuckers.
With
Yeah.
the lady strapped to the orc.
Okay.
Just tie her up like some.
Is
I
that
don't want
wagon
to
in
fall.
one piece?
Is it?
It is fucked up pretty bad.
So we can't use the wagon.
It would take some repair work in order to get it moving again.
Fair enough. So,
Go.
reading the book.
Okay.
Do you remember if we have any information about the rural people here?
Nope.
So this could be beneficial then. Think of the fame, prestige.
For writing.
The smut novel.
I can see
mean-
it now.
The scent of a cousin.
I was thinking Deliverance too.
Well, as far as you
Bring 'em
know, they weren't fucking them. They were. Well, you don't know
Well,
what's
we don't
happening.
know. We don't know what's
Don't
taking
know
place.
anything.
So hopefully, the surveyor's in one piece.
After
Give
about
me
a
a
half
answer.
hour's kind of casual trot down the road, you all begin to see rising in the distance 3 structures. The closest to you appears to be caved in. The other two far beyond appear to be a pair of very large barns. Like you guys have seen the barns on the Creel estate or on the Creel ranch. You guys have seen these doing some cowpoke work, but these are like 5 times the size, and you don't see a regular house in sight.
Think they live with the pigs.
They
That
do
would make
worship.
sense.
Would make sense.
It would be like a church or a temple.
As you all
How big fuckers?
draw ever closer, you see there is a break within this slatted wooden fence, an archway that has been built in, and words burned into the wood. Creel Ranch.
My powers of perception say we're here.
Think your powers of
Yep.
perception are correct?
Veronica makes you a genius.
A blind genius.
Sure.
Let's not go overboard.
I'm on the careful line between too fucked up to fight
Hmm.
and sober enough to realize what the world is.
There
Okay,
is
so
no one riding out to greet you. There appears to be no movement from where you all currently are, and it's about 200 yards away. That is the closest of the two barns, as now the caved-in structure is off to your left, probably about 100 yards deep beyond the fence. It is very conspicuously away from the other two buildings.
start making my ways over there.
Where?
Hmm. The
Towards
burn.
the closest one.
Okay.
So
Immediately walking through, your goats' legs begin to start sinking into mud and muck. So do your aurochs and your yolk.
Does there look to be a better path?
It seems as if this is a giant mud hole.
Well,
Get off my goat and go over and tie it on the. Or no, actually. Now that I'm not on it, is it sinking in?
It's still yes.
Tie it to the fence.
You could try to force it through, but it is slow going. This stuff is sucking at your feet. It is. You're not even sure how this stuff's still so wet, considering you're in an arid dry land. But somehow this is a giant mud pit.
Maybe there's something deific at work here.
Or the
Do you seem to
hillbillies
have-
irrigated, so it turns into a mud swamp.
while we're here, remember, we must respect our subject and reword things as needed.
You mean don't call it a pig fucker?
Pretty much.
Pretty sure that will get you put on trial. We don't
What's
know
the
what happened.
halfling word for hillbilly?
An halfling hillbilly?
That's it. Hillbillies.
Put hillbilly.
Hmm.
Mountain William.
Who wants to knock on the scary door first?
You do.
So you guys keep walking in.
Yeah.
Ah,
Can we
As
announce
you all
ourselves?
get about 50 feet beyond the gate, walking through this mud, you hear a call go out. Stop! You look over and you see, off to your right of ways, a small naked boy standing in the mud with his knees down, just completely caked. And he has his hands cupped over his mouth, and he is doing that call. Stop!
Aaron,
Stop!
don't say it.
And out of nowhere, you see more and more people begin to filter out of these two buildings. They begin to point in your direction, start talking to each other. Now, to be fair, most of them are clothed. They have on very simple garments, tunics and pants. None of them seem to be wearing any footwear of any kind. Why would you in a place like this? But a murmur goes out through them. You all continue to approach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hello.
That murmur grows louder and louder. And after a bit, you see one of them say something to another. He shakes his head, and he turns around and kicks them right in the butt. And, go on! And he runs off. And just as you all get up to this crowd that is eyeing you very warily, one of them with a long piece of hay sticking out of his mouth that he's chewing on. And you can see a green tint to his lips. He chews on alfalfa so much. A short, portly man begins to push his way to the front of this crowd. All right. Move, damn it. Get out of the way. And you see him just like full on kick one of the poor kids right in the back, and the kid just face plants right in the mud. He says, come on, get out, come on. All right. What we got here? What you want?
Well, we're here in the place of, our ill-gotten predecessor.
What?
The guy who came before us. The idiot.
What guy?
With the papers.
You here with papers?
Yes.
Ken, Lady Marigold Creel sent us to get that signature.
Oh, Sister Marigold. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Sister
She
Marigold.
wanted to apologize for the rude behavior of our other person that came before.
So you're saying you're friends of his?
No,
No.
really. We only heard bad things of him.
Well, good, because the two of them is trussed up nice and tight and waiting for their punishment, their just desserts.
Oh.
Well, Marigold said she wanted to punish that surveyor fellow too. He offended her.
Well, okay, but I mean, when we're done doing the punishing, there ain't gonna be much left to punish.
Maybe she could punish him and send him back.
Oh no, sir, I couldn't do that. See, they done broke the sacred law here in this part of the lands, and we need to make sure justice is done right and proper.
She just said we had to tell her what happened. She didn't say anything about having to bring him back.
Do we have to bring the surveyor back?
Just tell her.
We
Well,
have to
she
bring the
did-
surveyor
He
back.
did
wanted
say
to bring
bring
him
him
back.
back if we could. Obviously, we can't.
We do apologize. The other one would be able to stay, but she does need to take out her own justice on the surveyor for
She said it was
Failure.
a family matter, and you'd understand because you was kin.
Well, she told you that, did she?
She did say y'all
You
were
see
kin.
him just kind of rub his big old belly. She don't like to talk about us.
She seemed right proud of y'all when we talked to her.
Oh, I know you full of horse shit.
They did give us quite information. See, the two of us study new religions, and we heard of yours, and we're quite fascinated to hear more.
Well, if you ain't kin, you can't be part of our religion.
Oh, we just want to know and to document. So other
Can you
people.
breed with humans?
No, I cannot.
Then you can't be kin. But we're looking for some new wives.
He cannot breed with humans either.
What are they talking about?
Just be quiet.
Oh,
Just be
okay.
quiet.
But we would love to.
Well, we're
give
not
a
looking
full-
for men. We got plenty of men open here. We're just looking for some new breeding stock.
I cannot breed with men. Human men.
Have you tried?
Yes,
There's
you
a couple,
know.
couple of my braver kin be willing to give it a shot.
No, we have
Well, back to the
gone
subject
through
of
things.
back to the subject of
So you only
paperwork.
breed with human women?
No.
Well,
It
if you don't
doesn't
breed
work
with
like
human
that.
men, then that means there's just women left.
She don't breed with humans because she ain't human.
How is it that he's smarter? You know.
Are your parents related? Because you seem kind of dim.
No, because then my parents would be related, and I know that ain't true.
Huh. I heard about them. Brother and sister fuckers make stupid kids. That's why we keep the cousins.
That is a smart thing to do. Keep it in the kin with a little bit of separation.
First cousins is best, as they say.
Anyway, speaking of kin, how about that signature on them documents for Sister Marigold?
Well, I don't know. See, we've had ourselves a bit of a catastrophe here.
We were told by their other companion who ran in horror at what he had done.
What catastrophe are you talking about?
That ate one of our pigs.
They're sacred.
Did both of them eat it or just the one?
Yeah, she was here.
She didn't. She said she was just horrified at what they did, or what he did more specifically, the one, and had to get away because it was just so horrible.
And
It is horrible. They could have killed our Lord and Savior. Gonna raise the Urkills back to being the strongest family in these parts. That there he is.
oh,
Go on, stop playing that banjo.
now we do agree this is such a catastrophe over here, but you as over here have him that
He
you're
hasn't stopped rubbing his stomach the whole time.
that you're gonna punish for all of this doing. Oh, you may have a nice little belly there.
Don't touch me, son.
I'm not gonna
No, you
touch
can't.
you. Oh, no. I don't. Yeah, no. However, how does this change the arrangement with Lady Marigold that you had going on?
Well, problem is, that's the ultimate sin that's been committed. See, we don't done know which one that he done killed. If he done killed the one that we done know that is the done wheel, if he done killed the one that we done know is their ancestor, then we done know that. Look, if he killed the wrong pig, then he done killed our ancestor. And that means we gotta kill him and his ancestors. But he ain't telling us where his ancestors is at.
Well, while you find out where his ancestors are at, we'll go ahead and complete this contract here. And
I ain't completing or signing not one thing until I know that my ancestor's soul is safe inside one of my pigs. And if he ate that pig, then that means my soul, my ancestor's soul is inside him. And that means he gonna have to fuck a pig to get my ancestor's soul into that pig, and then we can kill him.
well, I might be able to help you out here. See, as I'm very good at finding out where these souls are.
You're one of them spirit walkers? And everybody like, ooh, spirit walker.
Yes.
We don't like to talk about it so loudly.
Oh, yeah.
People
scares,
prejudiced against him
scares the children.
because he walks with the spirits.
Yes. People are uneducated like us don't understand what it means to be a spirit walker.
How many people are here?
Go ahead and roll me a perception.
I gotta prepare for a worst case.
Okay.
Oh my god, I think it was that.
That's 11.
11. There's at least 24 adults and about 4 kids.
All right.
I will wait
So,
on you.
Very conspicuously, you don't see any knuckle pigs around.
So
I will go wade into your.
hold on. If you take my brother to your herd, he can tell you which pig the spirit's in. Or if you want to make it easy, you just take him over to that surveyor fellow and he'll tell you if the spirit's inside of him.
Well, I know a spirit walker would never do nothing there that would ever impugn his honor, because the honor of the spirit walker is the greatest thing a spirit walker can have. But I still don't trust you, even though you're a spirit walker. And spirit walkers are the greatest people to walk this earth. We used to have a bunch of spirit walkers in us, but we done bred it out using the wrong bloodlines, which is why we now keep the bloodlines close to the kin. But I understand. We got plenty of armed guards. Our biggest and our strongest are guarding them. They did potentially, maybe, kill our ancestor. And if they did actually kill our ancestor, maybe if they did or didn't, we got to keep them under good guard. So just you and yourself could go and see them. Just so you're worried about them. We got some big old big guys that crush you like the little. Are you a child? I've never heard of a child spirit walker before.
Absolutely not.
We're his legal guardians.
Hmm.
He ain't a child. We're just short.
Are you sure you can't accept because he looks like a kind of a human with the weird earsy thingy.
We're
So
not
you-
related.
Whoa. Are you sure?
I am sure they are not related to me.
But he
They
just-
do not smell like me, and I can tell different smells. They smell very different.
I'm really confused.
So that
They
one said
figured
something
out.
dumb because he listened to too much city folk talk.
Yeah.
He got in his brain all those citified laws.
Well, yeah. Them writing their damn laws down in books and nothing.
Look
Books
at him.
never learn nobody nothing.
With them glasses and that book, he's always licking his finger before flicking the page.
No,
I don't
like
like-
pretentious asshole.
Damn citified folk.
I don't trust me no city five folk.
I like you. You can have some tuberodka.
Tuber.
All right. 1 minute you can talk to him.
All right. 1 minute.
But you spirit walker, if soul ain't inside him, you better find which nuzzle pig it is.
All right. And
Until then, we ain't got no deal, and I ain't signing. I ain't putting my scrawl on nothing or no one, no how, and nothing, in no way am I scrawling on nothing, no how, unless I know, no how that this nuzzle pig is safe.
Don't worry.
you have yourself a deal.
If my kin find the spirit of your ancestor, whether it be in the man who ate him or in the pig it was born to.
All right.
I need to go with him since I am his guardian.
No, that wasn't the deal. Deal was he goes by his little lonesome.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. All right, let's go.
Jeremiah, get your ass over here. Take this kid. I'm sorry. Take this mystical spirit walker out to the barn and have him talk to that old feller that ate that nestle pig. That son bitch. You get on now. And you all can just, well, we're about to have ourselves some lunch.
What's the lunch menu?
Delicious is what it is.
Hmm.
I'm vegetarian.
Oh, please.
What is that?
She only eats plants like
That's
a
a
cow.
proper question right there.
What else are you supposed to eat?
I
I
don't
eat
know.
plants. Just
All she eats is plants.
So-
That's what it means.
You got a name for being a normal person? That's
well,
kinda
in
weird.
the city, they do have some prejudice against people who eat normal.
I believe it. City full of city folk.
So hard to find a good carrot in the city these days. Would you like one of my carrots?
No, them's are orange sticks of the devil, we call them. Oh, yeah.
How dare you offer him
What
North
do you have?
Rutabaga.
I was trying to keep you
Oh,
safe.
bagels are good.
I was trying to keep you safe.
Rutabaga and eggplant's all we eat.
Oh, I
How we-
love rutabaga and
We get
eggplant.
strong.
I believe it. You can tell.
So as this conversation is going,
Mm-hmm.
and you all see them as one of them just literally comes up with a giant iron pot and starts handing like these steamed eggplant or steamed rutabaga to each person as they just start taking in. They just start handing them out, and when they come to you three, they'll hand you one of a random one to each of you. Do you partake? Yes.
Does it
It
smell,
doesn't smell like it. Does it
It,
smell healthy?
it smells like boiled vegetables.
Then yes, I ate it.
Cut mine
If
in
it
half.
doesn't have a funky
Put half
smell,
of it into the mash to start fermenting so I can still it tonight.
Okay. Eat the other half?
Yeah.
I mean, it's tasteless. There's no seasoning whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's literally just
Literally
a steamed,
an eggplant.
yeah, it's literally
Like
just a
that, no-
steamed eggplant and a steamed rutabaga, and it's Not very good
I'll take the
at
roll.
all.
I
Uh,
forget
So they take you over to the barn,
Not to
let you inside, and this barn is only a barn in name. It may look like one from the outside, but this thing is more like a hostel. And a hostel for both humans and pigs, as there are about a dozen people inside here. You see many of them are scrubbing down the Nuzzle pigs. Several of them are sleeping in the same room as Nuzzle pigs. You know, as you walk past one of the rooms, you look like kind of glance inside, and you see that one of the people is helping the Nuzzle pig give birth, and by like massaging their stomach and helping them get them out. It's very odd, but they definitely hold these Nuzzle pigs in very, very high regard.
I'm gonna keep my eye out for any pig fucking.
That's still
While you don't see any, it is early in the day.
My hopes are up.
Okay. So, so as you make your way to the back of this barn, you see there is one room that is better built than the others. There is iron bars that have been locked. There's a chain around that has been wrapped around it, as they don't have any actual locks themselves. But a chain has been wrapped around this, and there are 3 of the. You can't say they're really muscularly big, but these are some of the biggest humans you've ever seen in your life. Prodigious in size, I will tell you, that are guarding the prisoners. As you walk up, you see that one is currently urinating inside the cell onto the prisoners, and sending a torrent of vile pig-killing motherfucking son of a bitchin' city folk asshole taste my piss.
I'm gonna go up and say, all right, what's just the...
You see there is a human woman with very, very red hair. Like, not ginger hair, but like red hair. Almost the color of blood. She looks like she's seen better days. She doesn't look like she's been roughed up, but she definitely looks like she hasn't been eating much. Definitely looks dehydrated and is very red in the cheeks. The other man, though, has been beating up something awful, and it looks like the piss was mainly landing on him. It looks like they have roughed him over something good. And he is laying on the muddy ground, just not really responding. You can see his chest rising and falling as he is breathing, but there is no response from him. The woman kind of narrows her eyes at you, and then,
Well, I hate to now, after you've soiled him so, but I kind of need to get in there and touch him.
Spirit Walker ways.
Yeah.
I understand. And he unwraps the chain around the thing and opens up like, my grand cousin was a spirit walker. She could lay her hands on you and tell everything that ailed you, and she could ask the great pig in the sky to remove that ailment and take it into herself.
Do you got any rags?
What's that?
Clothing you ain't using.
Well, we have clothing we ain't using. That just sounds wasteful.
For cleaning.
Ain't nothing cleaner than pig shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Kind of take my coat and wrap my hands on it because, piss.
Really, you'll cut out lizard nuts, but it's
Look,
Lizard nuts
lizard
are
Steven,
on.
I draw the line at regular man piss.
Put my hands down on him.
You sure you can feel him through that garment there? You might just want to put hands directly on his skin. That's how my great grand cousin used to do it.
Yeah, you're right. I have to be sure. I'm not feeling anything, but yeah, you're right.
Come watch the magic at work, my boys.
Yeah. Start,
Roll me a performance check.
Oh my god.
damn, I would have done better at this.
Nat 20.
For a 21 total.
As you, oh great pig in the sky, give unto me the vision to see what's true. Does the soul of our great ancestor reside within this man? And you can see the men behind you just, yeah, oh, sing it, brother. Oh, sing it. As, what do? You feel nothing. No great pig in the sky spirit takes you over and imparts information onto you. So, what are you going to do? As the woman is, if her eyebrows could get any closer, you're not sure. Like they'd be overlapping at this point, as she is just looking at you with the most consternated expression ever.
After about a minute, I stopped and I'm like, that is good. That is good. The spirit is not within him. He did not consume.
This boy is clean.
Never been happier to sit this one out.
Are you sure, Spirit Walker?
Do you want me to spin down and check again?
I trust your wise vision, Spirit Walker.
Though I'm sure, but let me be extra sure. Just for you.
I'm special in Spirit Walker's eyes.
And I go back down again and I begin to chant once again about the great spirit.
You hear the woman, as you're doing it, just go, fucking God, can you hurry this down, love? Oh, I'm going to kill you.
After I'm done, before, after I'm done another minute, I'm like, no, absolutely sure. Spirit is not in there.
All right. So we can kill him without any problems.
Absolutely.
Good to hear. The woman kind of looks at you just like,
You're fucked. Ain't nothing I can
We
do.
gotta rescue the woman, dude.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
Yes, we do.
Why?
She
Because
needs
we
to
paid
live.
to get it back.
You get an extra 100.
Yeah. Get the
Well,
woman
you're
out.
not there anyway.
You would remember.
You would remember, and you're greedy.
Extra 100.
However, you could kill them.
well, we're gonna. I mean, we're definitely gonna kill him, but, I mean, it'd be a waste of a woman, if you know what I'm saying.
I do. But Lady Creole has let us know that if they can be returned to her so she can punish them, that there might be something extra in for you.
You're gonna have to talk to Cousin Cern about that.
Oh, of course.
I know we's gonna eat that son of a bitch, but I don't know about her.
As tasty as he might be,
He's not the servant.
we can, as tasty as he might be, we'll send him back. Don't worry.
Oh, you're gonna have to talk to Cousin Cern about that.
Oh, yes, of course.
And the kid who's with you kind of tugs on you. It like gets your clothes just full of pig shit and mud as he does so. And
Which
Yeah.
I think about his height.
you have to go and check on the other pigs and find which one.
Ah, yes, thank you. Well, yeah, bring me to the other pigs.
I will. And he takes you to the other barn. And inside the other barn, you see there is a lot of Nussel pigs. There's a few people there. It seems as if you're one of the caretakers of the Nussel pigs. You do so as the Nussel pig. So you act as a Nussel pig.
Oh my god.
I will leave it at that.
Go among the pigs.
And you silently check off the box in your heart of watching someone have sex with a Nussel pig.
And somewhere in the yard, I'm happy I'm not in.
Guess that does happen. Okay. Well,
So what do you do?
I shall go in there, and I first must do, must prepare my heart and soul properly for this.
And what you do, I want you to, if you find the Nussel pig that be, we need you to lay this crown of laurels upon their head.
Ah, well, yes. And I kind of,
And it's like the shittiest little crown that you've ever seen in your life.
So I go in there and once again, oh, great
Pig in the sky.
pig in the sky, lend me your wisdom once again. Show me the way to the great,
One of the people stops mid thrust and looks over.
the great leader. Yes, yes, please show me to the great spirit that here. And then I begin to get down on the ground and start snorting around like one of the pigs.
God. Roll me a performance check with advantage, because that's some shit
Oh
right
my
there.
god!
With advantage.
Okay, with advantage. Performance. That's a 15.
Did you roll 2?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one is just in awe as, well, fuck it. As you see him just slowly get soft and just kind of like plop out of the pig, as he's watching what happens, as you root around, what do?
Well, I start rooting around, and then
You
I
hear-
head towards that one.
You hear chanting as the
I kind of back and forth, but I'm going in the direction of the one that was getting the.
and as you get closer and closer, the one that was inside the pig moments ago gets like a bigger and bigger smile upon their face.
And then finally, I get up to that one that he was inside and put the crown on its head.
And he raises his hands and goes, "Oh my lord, I must be a spirit walker. I felt the ancestor soul inside this nuzzle pig, and I knew if I made love to it, his soul would enter unto me as well." And all these others just start coming like, "Let us lay our hands upon you, cousin," as they just start putting their hands upon him. And they grab that nuzzle pig who's trying to slowly, just saunter off, but wearing the crown makes him very easy to pick out, as he's just like, "I'm running away from these motherfuckers." As they're like, no, we must all try to have the ancestor soul enter our bodies. And if you ever saw a pig just die a little on the inside, you see it this day. So,
I need to read the episode Big Bad Day.
Hey there, little buddy. You're about to find out why they call it porking.
So, as the soft and squishy sounds of pig lovemaking begins to start behind you as the barn doors close, what do you do?
Suddenly feeling the need to find more vodka.
I want the stuff that's gonna make me blind.
I never want to see
You're
it
gonna
again.
drink it? I need it for my eyes.
Let me look at something beautiful really quick.
And
Sunset.
just so you know, as you leave, the pig locks eyes with you, and you can feel it say, "You have the power to end this."
And I'm just gonna smile and saunter off.
I think that's the most evil thing anybody's ever done. Campaigns.
Congratulations, I burned down a halfway village and slaughtered an entire tribe, and you topped it. You topped it.
Process.
You make a pig to run.
I felt bad making this storyline, and you're just like, nah. You drew the line. I walked a mile downstream and was like, here's
You're
the
making
new one.
You're making the fill artist blush, man.
Dude, there's furry artists watching this going like, dude,
Come on.
what the hell? So, as you enter the barn with your sins but now behind you,
Literally.
and Cousin Cern with the rest of the group, what are you going to do?
It happened. Don't worry about it. I got this. All right, I got this.
Do you?
Here, get drunk.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now say some random shit in halfling.
In halfling, you would not believe the shit that was going on in there. Oh, holy fuck!
So, did you discern the truth?
All right, Cousin sir,
I
I'm
just
voted
stand
away.
the truth.
kin.
Oh, the chant is risen up, and Cousin Cern is kind of like looking over in that direction, like, I need to commune with my
Cousin
great
Cern,
ancestor
wait
as soon
a
as
minute.
possible.
So
Oh, we just
Now,
need you to
I
get
know
the
that-
this first.
they committed a great sin against you, but in fact, they helped you find your great ancestor. So, would it be right to kill the people that led you to the great ancestor and let you commune with them? Or should you give them over to kin to handle properly?
Now, I hear what you're saying, and I believe a good compromise leaves everybody upset. So how's this? We'll give up Lisbeth's womb as a peace offering, and I'll sign the papers. But that piglet-killing son of a bitch, he gonna stay for our justice. Deal? Shakes your hand. All right, bring the woman then, and we're eating the guy tonight. And people, woo!
What was the surveyor?
Now,
Hopefully, the one I rescued.
if you don't mind, I need to speak to my ancestor. And he starts walking away, and as he does, he kind of like just shakes himself out of his overalls, but they fall to the ground, and he just keeps walking to the barn completely nude,
Oh, great.
still rubbing his stomach.
Oh, great God.
Strap Lisbeth to the back of the orcs, and we're
No,
going.
when they bring Lisbon out, she just kind of walks forward, looks at y'all, and says, "What the hell you did? But let's get the fuck out of here."
Get the
And
orcs.
he did sign all the papers beforehand, and his scrawl is just an X on every single line.
But you know what? It's legal.
It's witness.
Make your mark.
Witness.
Oh, and at the end, he does put his blood mark on the page as well.
Okay.
I love it when
Walk out of the pig.
love it when a deal comes together.
He said as he's in the corner.
You were doing that. Bang, bang.
I'm a great spirit
I haven't
thinker.
told you to do that yet.
And as you all
You have not bored me.
see the Creel farm slowly disappear into the distance behind you, the sounds of a pig being fornicated with over and over again slowly dissipate and will only return in your nightmare.
Now I got this horrible image of them just grabbing a handful of pig shit and slathering it up.
I am smeared in my own manure.
I am absolutely not hungry tonight.
No,
So,
How do you feel about liquid lunches now?
It's got my eyes.
and as you all contemplate the end of your first journey together, 400 notes heavier, but the sins and the things that you have seen will weigh heavier upon you forevermore. We're going to draw tonight's episode to a close, having lost all of our subscribers.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're completely oblivious.
We are not entertaining. I gotta stay with you guys.
No, that's the fucked up shit I was looking for.
Oh my god.
You guys are getting boring, but hell yeah.
Moon skins are weird.
You're very odd.
I finally found some anthropology.
To be fair, no sins. A few sins, but not too bad. Only sold a man into cannibalism, so I'm still kind of there.
Yeah, that's pretty. But
The one who said it all up.
I honestly thought you were gonna choose the guy who was fucking the pig, so that way, like at least like that, okay. But you're like, nah, sorry, bro, you sacrificed for us.
Take 100 for the team.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am so sorry to anybody who has watched to the end of this.
Oh,
I swear to God, I
That's
didn't
hilarious.
mean for it to take quite this turn. The pig fucking was there. Don't get me wrong. The pig fucking was there. The family trunk was there. But taking it to that level is all him. So thank you, Paul, for showing me that I'm not such a bad person.
Hey,
I
Paul.
feel so
Remember
bad
this
about
when
myself.
when next you play Caliph. Just remember.
Oh my god.
You didn't even build the rogue for this. And yet here we are.
Yes. We just arrived. We
This is
just
literally what Caliph is designed for.
Here we go. My entire kingdom built upon fucking the same pig. Here it is. It's just one pig. The rest are saved. They're just gonna fuck the one now.
Because, well,
Yeah, because it's the same.
But hey, you guys actually found a non-violent
it's for
solution
haste for
to
horse is
this
not big.
problem. So that kudos. And all it took was the sacrificing of one pig and one. So hey,
Actually, it was just the sacrifice of 2 assholes.
okay. So now it's canonical. It was a male pig.
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's so much worse.
That's so much worse. That's so much worse.
That one's on you.
Okay, so hopefully I won't have to do more of these one-shots anytime soon, because this was worse than the fucking My Little Pony thing we did, and that scarred me. That fucking scarred the shit out of me. If you want to see something
Hey,
horrifying, you can watch
you told us to play hard the opposite. Bound chicken bow.
I told you guys to play characters you would enjoy playing,
Are we
and
out?
I
No.
think you guys
Okay,
enjoy
okay.
it.
The torture continues.
Hey,
So,
It's
wait,
delightful.
wait.
we have more non-pig fucking content coming your way very soon. We will try to be back to the Guns N' Brawl campaign as soon as we can.
Seriously,
but we
Joe.
will be doing one-shots when we can't do that. We want to make sure we have all the people here. We are looking for another player. That way we can have our minimum of 5 here. So that way we can play every Wednesday in the Guns N' Brawl. But until that happens, or when Joe can't make it, we will be doing, or anybody else can't make it, we will be doing a series of one-shots using these characters, these scarred, psychologically ruined characters, as well as their higher level characters from other one-shots. I do have a whole bunch of adventures that I've made that are designed to be adventures that I was going to run during COVID for Game Vault and things like that. They're very terrain oriented, so a lot of that will be like going through terrain and going through dungeons and things like that. So be prepared for that. More of that stuff will be coming down, but we are going, as Dice News, we are going to try to recommit to get more D&D content out there for you. Stay tuned for a Dudes on Dudes, and I know that sounds terrible, especially with what we just happened tonight, but Dudes on
Let's
Dudes
do
episode where we
more
talk to
D&D.
each other, and we're going to be talking some old D&D stories, our thoughts on 5th edition, on the future of 5th edition, and homebrew stuff that we're going to be doing forward and things like that. So if you guys want to see that, let us know. And if you want to see more of the pig fucking style stuff that just happened here, I don't want to.
I do.
I really
Hey,
don't.
I'm not the one getting traumatized.
Yeah, I don't really want to do any more of this, but if this is the type of stuff that you freaks enjoy, then let us know. We'll keep the more comical stuff going.
You put it in there, and you didn't expect Paul to take it to the dark place.
Okay, it was already in a dark place.
Yeah.
Like, he literally got into the
That's
dark place and was like, I cast darkness. It's like the space is like, fuck, that's dark. Like, and I honestly expected like him to make his way that
It's
direction
not the-
and be like, the soul now resides in you, and that poor guy to get fucked to death. But no, the poor pig had to take one.
No, that poor pig's asshole's no longer the dark place.
No. Oh my god.
They could twirl a cane in there, man.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's going to go to the for tonight. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed that little impromptu thing. It literally was just, the idea was a group of inbred idiots worship an entire, like not one pig, but entire tribe of pigs because they don't know where their soul is in any one of those. And that became this adventure. So, sorry.
They're gonna be back to square one in the morning. They're not going to remember that.
As soon as the crowd falls off, they're not gonna remember.
I mean, they're not going to mark.
Yeah, but we got the surveyor out. That's all that matters.
I just
So
contemplating
guys,
their
thank you
their
very, very
difference.
much.
I can't
We
believe
will
this
be
topped
seeing
the
you very
ADCs.
soon. We will not have a video
I
coming
can't.
at you this Sunday, as we're actually going to be having an event at Game Vault where a bunch of us are going to be showing up. We're going to be playing board games over there. A lot of people are talking about it. The Discord's been going wild about how many people want to show up for this thing. If you guys are interested in that, and you live in El Paso, go on down to Game Vault this Sunday. That's the, I don't know what days are anymore.
Sunday. I don't know.
The 25th?
Something
26th?
like that.
25th sounds right.
25th sounds right. We'll
Yeah.
go with that. Come on down, play some games, have a great time. We're gonna have a ton of board games there. We're gonna be having fun.
Let's see that.
If you don't live in El Paso, get some plane tickets or train tickets or whatever you need to do to come down to El Paso and play some board
Take a
games with
dance.
us. We'll have a fantastic time. We do have more Kingdom Death coming your way and other board gaming stuff that we're gonna be doing. And I have an announcement to make to these guys once we go dark, and we'll be announcing you guys later.
No,
So
dark.
guys, so guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for all the laughs. I will never look at Paul the same way again. Keep rolling dice, my
Look at the
dudes.
smile on
Good
Paul's
night.
face.
Night.